By some of the terrible things I would do to Bill Gates if he showed up in my house, but we're on stream, so I'm not going to do that.
That's the first thing that got said on stream, so that's
yeah!
Well,
I'm just getting into character, guys.
Bill Gates can catch these hands. I'll say it. I'm calling him out right now on twitch.tv/JennaMosey.
Hey, we're not talking about Jeff Bezos, so it's okay. Jeff, it doesn't matter.
Jeff's fine. Bill, we have some talking to do.
I think the worst thing was I had to upload the video when I finished making it for my thesis, and I had to upload it as unlisted. So it's on my YouTube, and you need the link to like see it because it's unlisted and everything. But if anybody that clicks it, any of my peers or advisors, and they go to my channel, they're just gonna see several videos of like 3+ hours of Legend of Zelda D&D.
No, but then they'll get to learn about the legend of the Gorbalakin or whatever, Soda, or the Blobalakin. So it's great. Like, that's exactly the kind of content I want them to see.
Oh, I don't know if I want them to see it because it's me.
Hey, you're DMing, so you're the most normal person in this group out of all of us during these sessions. So
I spent my entire night last night listening to Skyward Sword music and writing over 3,500 words of lore for this campaign. I don't know if I'm the most normal one here.
That's extremely normal DM behavior.
That is extremely normal.
DM.
Yeah,
And
I think after this session, guys, it's about to get like really interesting.
Oh boy!
Goron's ready.
Hey, that's why I had Inari drop last session. I was like, maybe I can speedrun getting my Goron.
Actually, everyone actually here is actually a Yiga spy. We just haven't this is like four spies infiltrate. It's spy versus spy right now.
It's just a Yiga that's disguised as a Goron.
Jenna texted me and said, like, yeah, after next session, my campaign's gonna get good. And I'm like, it's already good. It's fine. Like,
it's already great.
No,
nice
she said that about herself. And
we're fighting Jenna right now.
Yeah, she said pretty much once you guys leave Hateno, my game gets good. I'm like, no, it's already fine.
It's already great. Like, we are having the time of our lives.
Because there's like loose stuff floating around right now, but like concrete things are going to start happening once you guys leave.
I'm really nervous about I have a feeling that certain items are going to wake up soon, and I'm a little nervous about that.
Certain items?
Not items.
Certain objects.
Certain beings are Divine Beast. Shit, I forgot.
Oh.
I forgot what Divine Beasts were called, so I was like, what? Shit, wait.
I was like, what do you know? I was like, do you know something? Did I tell you something?
I should have just been purposefully vague on purpose,
just
but I didn't want to
be
be mean.
Okay, no worries.
The divine guys, you know.
Divine
those
guys.
They're up there.
Yeah. But I'm but Jenna, it has already been great. We have had some of the best roleplay this group has ever done in the course of the past 10 sessions, so this is great.
Thank you. Before we talk about that anymore, let's do a recap. So, what's that?
So we're gonna accidentally spoil the campaign if we keep talking. So.
No, just never mind. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you when you're older. Last we saw our heroes of Hyrule. They discovered the leader of Hateno Village, Chief Reed, would reward them for their contribution towards expanding the village down to Hateno Beach by wiping out the monsters that had taken residence there. Sure enough, our heroes found their way down the treacherous slopes to the bay, but the rocky terrain proved to be somewhat difficult to navigate stealthily, as the many bokoblins, Lizalfos, and moblin on the beach were alerted to their approaching fate. After a long, well-fought battle, our heroes emerged victorious, but not all conscious. Inari had fallen, but was luckily stabilized by the medicinal efforts of Aquila before something unthinkable could happen. Our heroes camped at the now empty fortress of the monsters, finding plenty of food, gems, and even highland sheep. Upon returning to Hateno, Lorhanan and Lydian set off to find the elusive chief, while Aquila and Inari went to return the sheep to the Hateno pasture. Oddly enough, the owner of the stable didn't seem overly joyed to have her monster problem dealt with, and the mystery of the cerulean cheek of flames remains unsolved. The other pair learned from a strange man in pink the location of the chief's office. Our heroes reconvened and were promised a 500 rupee reward before they leave Hateno Village. And that is where we find our heroes today. Upon exiting the building, Lydian, you realize you're receiving a message via your Rito sending stones. Let me get that up here. And that's how we're going to kick it off today.
Oh, wow.
Come on. It's better if I send it as a message and then read it. So, you get a message. Lydian, my boy, you found a new statue song? Can't wait to hear it. I'm not familiar. You talk of a cursed statue. I don't know of one.
Oh my god. Are these haikus? did you write 2 haikus?
2 haikus, 25 words exactly.
Oh, I hate Cass so much.
What do you say back?
I say, darn, that stinks to hear. We were just hoping you would have heard of one, Cass.
Okay.
I don't know if that's 25 words, but it's a haiku.
That was 16. Yeah, you send that back. And that is the use of the sending stones for the day.
Yeah.
What would you all like to do now?
Thing? I don't have anything else to say.
Okay. What would
Okay.
you all like to do now?
So we went into the chief's house, and then I don't remember what happened in the chief's house.
Well, we got our reward, so we have our money.
We don't have the money. We have to collect it by the end of. But before we have to collect it before we leave.
Ah,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, we have the statue that I know you're both intrigued by, though I would rather not touch it. And then we have the flames, which I am rather intrigued by, because it seems to piss most of the Hylians off. So, quite curious as to why. Well, it doesn't piss them off, but they don't like them.
Do we think that there's any sort of grander mystery to those blue flames besides being a power source for the tech lab?
Oh, I mean, I think so. I mean, they're odd. They're weird. I don't know. Maybe they're not normal. So I bet there's something going on. But maybe that's something for Pura to tell us in her usual cryptic and interesting fashion.
I had thought that we'd asked Pura about the flames, and she seemed almost equally nonchalant about them as we are.
Yeah.
Sort of just said, there's a place where there are blue flames. We don't question it, we just take it to power our stuff.
Maybe I forgot about that when I passed
mysteries
out.
Of the world, that only poetry can capture.
Oh, I'm willing to look into it.
I'd of course be willing to investigate it, as you said, Inori. But I don't think Pura would have any more information for us. Nor would she, if she did, be willing to. She seems like she's happy to keep some secrets.
I mean, yeah, that's at this point accepted that. We'll deal with that as we must. But I'm willing to look into the statue thing further if you are all still intrigued by it. I don't know what more we could find out.
Well, go ahead, Loren.
I don't think we really need to, right? Like,
yeah, not necessarily. If we don't have a lead right now, I think the only thing that we actually have a lead on is we can take like a day's trip back to that cabin, and now that we know that Cass doesn't know that song, we're gonna have to talk to the doctor guy specifically.
Great point.
that's the only thing that we have a lead for right now. We don't have a further information on the cursed statue, unfortunately, so we can't really pursue anything.
Yes, I mean we would have to be nice to the doctor. Are we all
Yes.
willing to?
Maybe we should take like a group meditation first, or like something to like calm our emotions.
Perhaps we enter into some blue fire and then appease everyone's wishes for investigation.
Wait, what was that about blue fire?
I said perhaps we could stare into some blue fire.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna say bring the blue fire to the doctor to see if he knows anything, but I don't even know if he's a doctor, so.
Lord Hannon, do you see anything in these flames that you stare into, or are they just a source of reflection for you?
It just helps me meditate, really.
Interesting. Well, I usually just close my eyes and try to not think when I meditate, but if you need to stare into a flame before we go, we can try doing that.
Well, I only said that because you seemed interested in the blue flame.
Thank you for humor.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's worth just investigating just for a little bit. Maybe we can all stare into some blue flames, and if we, or like, you know, maybe hold our torches to them, see if they have any extra properties besides traditional fire. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it would take like 2 seconds, and then go and talk to this doctor and get that over with before we lose brain cells doing so.
Perfect. Okay.
So you guys are going to take the day's journey back to Fort Hateno?
Yes, but I think first we're gonna like, where's the nearest blue lamp? Blue lamp post.
Well, there are many all around you guys, but none of them are lit.
Oh.
Do they have any inscriptions on them, or is it just like a regular lamp?
Make an investigate. You should be near one right now, so make an investigation check.
Alrighty. I also think I fixed my computer, so it should be faster today. Fingers crossed. I actually just said that and immediately it's like so. Okay. Okay, so an investigate.
9.
Ooh, man. 9.
1 second. Yeah, so just looking at it, it's like a pretty, it's like an ornate, but kind of worn looking, just protective lamp for what would light to be a fire, with a narrow base, ornate, for just kind of columns, I suppose, going up on either side to support a really big top. You can't really infer like if there's any meaning on it. It kind of looks like there's artistic Sheikah carvings on it, but that's all you can infer.
Well, maybe if we follow these lamps away from the tech lab, we'll find the source of the flame.
I forget, Jenna, did we find a source of the flame earlier or no?
You didn't go there, but Hora told you where it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a trip there really quick then.
Yeah.
Is that aligned with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say when you guys were bullying those children, you probably would have seen what Pura had talked about. And so on the map, it's this little spot here. So you guys, it's about midday. You make your way up there. It's this large stone kind of cove. Looks like it would be some kind of, what's the word? Like, I'm thinking of like those religious, like, half circles that hold something important. And sure enough, there is some kind of mechanism at the base of this from which a blue flame is produced and just sits there. unextinguished.
Interesting. I know the Hylians wouldn't light, but part of me really wishes we could light every single one of those lamps leading up to the tech lab.
And ruin our 500 rupee reward?
And that's why I won't do it. I quite like money, so we are going to avoid doing that.
Okay, here's the plan. Here's the game plan.
Yes.
We go to we go to the doctor. We solve that sort of case. We come back here. We collect our reward, right? Then we light all the lamps because at that even if everybody gets pissed at us, Pora won't get pissed at us because she doesn't give a shit. But she is the last person that we need to get our Sheikah slate, and then we get out.
Oh, okay. So okay. I see what you're. I'm maybe interested in that. I think that could work. We'll just have to take like an interesting route out of town.
Or someone else, I wink, could light the lamps.
I don't know if Tebow can handle fire. He's like 5 years old.
I think Lydian. I think
with us.
Wait, is Tebow with us? I think he is.
Yeah, I guess he probably would have followed you guys. Yeah.
To the chief's house.
Wait, then who's somebody else? Who do you mean?
Oh.
Is it me?
Lydian.
Yeah.
Do you know how our dear friend here has some very special abilities that he could use?
Are we still talking about Tebow?
No. Do you? Oh my gosh!
You're gonna need to use like a noun every once in a while.
Do you know how Lore Hannon could possibly change the way he? And she's whispering this. Change the way he looks to go and do this for us, like he has done before.
I guess so. I feel like this is a riddle that I'm not solving.
No.
You said Lorhannon changed the way, like, just with, like, disguised self or something? Like, what are you getting at?
Yeah, yes. Lydian. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yes. I don't know why it's shit on Lydian Day. Jesus.
We weren't, Lydian, I am sorry. We did not mean to shit on you.
Whatever. I'm gonna investigate this, like, sort of shrine-looking thing while we're here, just to see if there's any sort of other carvings or anything.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, so looking at this closer, I mean, there's not much there. It's really just kind of a cove of rocks. There's nothing behind it. You kind of walk around that just kind of protects and covers this small little like pedestal. It's got like the construction of the pedestal is very similar to the same stuff you've seen on like shrines. The same kind of material that glows with like a blue energy. And beyond that, it's like a mechanical mechanism that holds the flame, pretty much like any kind of torch you may have seen in your travels and stuff. Very common throughout Hyrule. But it seems like the flame flickers. I'd say on 11 though, you notice that the flame does not necessarily feel hot as you get closer to it to investigate the pedestal and such.
Okay, interesting. I'm really tempted to like put my wing through it and just see what happens.
Do you wanna?
I see Jenna like.
Sure, fuck it. Let's just like go over the. Let's just see if it's hot or like if it's. Or anything.
Your wing passes through. You feel no heat. The flame moves out of the way of your wing, like as you pass through, but then immediately just continues as it was.
Interesting. Well, we know for a fact it's not typical fire then with heat properties.
Do we think it's magical in nature, perhaps?
Potentially.
You could use
Definitely.
your
Detect magic wand.
yeah.
Good idea. That's why we're a team, gang.
I didn't want to stop the Uka is flame hot
Listen, okay,
investigation.
It's like session 11. I'm still in Uka mode, okay?
So you use your detect magic wand.
Yes.
Yeah, you use it, and you can suddenly see that the blue flame, though it still glows blue, there is an aura of red energy kind of coming off of surrounding the flame as it flickers in place.
Do I recognize?
No, signifies the evocation school of magic.
Yeah, okay. So it is a magical fire.
Just
okay, but then I wonder why this would be here though. That's such an interesting phenomenon. Is it like a naturally occurring thing? And especially because the people of Hateno seem to kind of not even care about this existence of this fire. It should be like a giant tourist attraction if I were them.
Well, what we are maybe not us, but what is unfamiliar to the common folk of Hyrule is scary to them.
Yeah, very true. I wonder who would know more about this. Oh well. We'll keep it in the back of our heads.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
Well,
can I use one of my torches? And how do I want to do this? I want to try and basically take a small bit of tinder, try and light it, and stick it in a bottle, and see if it behaves like fire still, or if it'll snuff out.
So you're taking a little piece of tinder, lighting it with the blue, and putting it in something?
Yes.
Okay. It still is lit.
ooh.
Interesting. Well, I can definitely try and study this later, as long as it doesn't burn the tinder away.
Well, yeah, I'm also more willing to go through with the torch plan and go around to all the lanterns, because if the common folk think that it'll bring monsters there, we cleared out all the monsters, so we can just say that if anybody questions us.
The common folk, as always, are extremely reasonable and listen
Yes.
to all proclamations of logic.
All right. So, does anybody else want to do anything with the blue fire before we make the trip out of town?
I mean, I think that
Is Aquila sealing the? So you have it in a bottle, right, or something?
Yes, I am trying
Are
to
you
seal
sealing it? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it's still lit.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
So it does not require oxygen.
So far as we know.
Right.
I mean, we can always come back to the flame. I know we want to get the statue thing figured out, but we have time. I mean,
Yeah.
whenever Lady Pora finishes the renovations on the fleet, so
Recycling. Okay. Well then let's make our way to the outskirts of town from where we came in, and we'll try to make the trip.
Oh, do we
Right.
want our horsies?
Oh, horsies, duh.
Gotta get the guys, the lads.
I sure hope he's moving hay from one place to another.
Yeah, so you guys go to the stable. Aquila, you see the same guy that was there before. And he when he sees you come back, he says, "Oh, you guys only gave enough money for one day of food. Your horses are pretty hungry."
We can feed them
Didn't
ourselves.
we,
Yeah,
eat
we'll
them
feed
and then
them.
charge us after?
Oh, well, did you want me to do that? You should have said something.
See, Lydian, this is what we were talking about earlier at the forge.
Yes, I know what you mean. I won't doubt
This
you
is
again.
just a parable right here for us.
They would have died if we. Alright, you know what,
They
never mind.
didn't-
Okay, it's whatever.
I
it's
wouldn't
fine.
have let your horses die. I just would
He's
have charged
a
you
professional.
extra.
Look at the hay pile.
Thank you. This girl knows what she's talking about with horses.
We
Anyway.
both
She sure
understand
does.
so much about
If you
groomsmanship.
if you feed them right now and then let us have them, how much would we owe you?
I forget what I said the first time.
Isn't it like
Five
40 or
per-
something?
You said 5 per horse.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
that's what
so-
I was thinking. Yeah, again, 5 rupees per horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone
I don't know,
subtract
they're-
5.
They're pretty hungry. I might need to upcharge you guys.
Oh, brother.
Oh no, it's okay.
Rico,
I'm not gonna pay you extra for starving my horse.
I don't know why I make the NPCs behave this way. It just happens.
No, it's perfect. This is incredible. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's 4 stall horses. Yeah, your horses just didn't eat.
You can't ride them anymore, guys. This
Yeah.
sucks.
Not a bad idea. Stall horse. Okay, anyway. So you guys taking your horses then?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys would remember, though, it was pretty much a full day's journey. You guys had gotten past the cabin, but by the time you got to Hateno Village, initially the sun was setting.
Right.
And it is
Okay.
about a little past, well, I'll say it's still around, like, midday right now. But
Yeah.
getting into the afternoon.
I mean, maybe we travel, and if we need to stop, we stop. I don't think we could possibly run into anything, knock on wood, as bad as beach.
That large stone creature is most definitely still there. It doesn't seem like
Oh,
the
we have-
fast-moving type.
We avoid the large stone creature.
the stone was prior to the fort on our way here, so
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we
So
should be fine.
we should be fine.
I'll
but-
thunderclap along the way just in case.
no, maybe you shouldn't.
Sounding.
Oh god. But
yeah, if you guys want to, I'll move you over to Lydian's map.
can we all agree that if we want to cross any traveling salesmen, that we will not steal or attempt to steal any of their items today? I would really like to
I mean,
not
I
have that moral quandary again.
I've always been in agreement of that.
Well, I mean,
I
like,
know.
is haggling like immoral or
No, you can haggle. We did that all the time.
okay?
But like, just let's
What if we
not
haggle it down
commit-
to 0 and also we don't tell him?
I don't think that's haggling, man. I think you're just
No, I think
if you don't
that's
tell
haggling
him,
with
like
with an
if you
asterisk
don't-
on it.
if you don't, that's putting an asterisk on things kind of
All right.
changes the thing a bit.
We'll address it when we come. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay, sounds great. Let's go, gang. Did we ever decide on our group name, or are we still Lydian and friends?
Shit, didn't we?
Friends are working on it.
Well, no,
Yes.
wait, didn't we have a group name that came up recently? I forget what
Oh
it
Murphy's
shit!
Law.
Yes,
was. Murphy's Law.
we're introducing that into
We can take a
this,
group
this
vote. We'll
campaign.
take a quick group vote. Who votes on Lydian and friends are working on it?
I do.
I kind of really like Lydian and friends are working on it. Like, wait, what would the
Um,
acronym be for that? Like, LA.
LAFA
Laugh away.
W on it. Laugh away.
Okay,
That
that
does
is
not roll off the tongue.
yeah. Maybe if we do flag, we can have this discussion while we're like riding there. But like, you know,
Yeah, I'm
Let's-
gonna
let's just-
assume you guys
yeah.
have already left on horseback and you're having this conversation. Are you going back the way
Yes.
that you came, which was the longer way? So you guys had gone around this longer way. That's
Yeah.
kind of shown here, but there is a more direct way. But I believe I had said that you guys were aware that it was. Emiya, I think, had warned you that way was more dangerous.
Right.
maybe
Um,
we avoid.
I don't know. How do you guys? Do you think we could?
I mean, I think we could, but I guess it's, will it be worse because we're night?
That's
I
true.
don't
We'd
know.
probably have to stop there in the middle of the night.
Which might bite us in the ass a little bit.
Perhaps on the way back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's continue to go around the longer way then.
I'm always down to kill things way back.
Yeah, so you guys set off. Just outside Hateno Village is the same woods that you had originally passed through. You hang a left through those woods, following the path that wraps around. You're going uphill, and there's a drop off to your right as you go, with a lake down at the bottom, with a stream that winds along the path that you had. Your path veers away from that stream as you continue on. And I think, are you guys going to try to fulfill any travel roles right now? Or are you just trying to get there faster?
It's up to everyone else.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I guess
if you're not stopping along the way to like gather things and look for things, I would say that you could probably, let's see, it's midday. You could probably get to around the same place you camped last time. By nightfall.
We could always do the traveling sort of stuff on the way back if we wanted, and then just focus on
let's
getting there on the way there.
Yeah, so
Sure.
Continuing on, the path veers away. You're kind of in like a plain area right now. There aren't many trees around. A couple wild foxes you can hear calling in the distance, and that really awful noise that foxes make. But you continue on past a large rock formation that goes uphill, but you know that the path continues beyond this. And so you do, and eventually the path begins to slope downward just as the sun is starting to reach the lower portion of the sky. Does any specific conversation happen along this journey? Are you guys gonna try and actually figure out a name, or what do you guys got going on while you travel?
I mean, we are about to leave Tana. Maybe we should have like a solidified group name so that we taken seriously. Not that they did not take us seriously with Lydian and friends are figuring it out. But
well, we don't really have any commonalities besides.
We do. I mean, we are working on it, figuring it out, so that might be accurate for now.
We what's a cool group name without being obnoxious?
If we want to stick with using Lydian's surname, we could do Lydian's Legion.
No, I don't want to be. You are all much more adept fighters than me. I would feel completely, overstepping a few boundaries there. I think something to do with Hylia or all of Hyrule or something like Hylia's grace or something, or Hylia's, I don't know, some noun that sounds cool.
I feel like Hylia's heroes would be a little presumptuous of us, but it might work. I don't know.
I feel it, yeah.
I would take after the hero of time, which would feel a little odd. I don't know if we'd want to...
The new heroes of time. The heroes of this time. The future heroes.
The future is now, old man.
The future is now, old man. Wait. Wait, I'm actually down with that.
The future.
Because that definitely has a spunk to it as well. Something to do with either, Hylia or time.
I mean, I'm trying to look up our nouns.
Anyway, that's all the time you guys have for traveling to try and figure out your name.
I was just about to suggest Hyrule Friends.
Well, you can maybe talk about it over camp tonight, right? So the path continues, it starts sloping downwards, and as it does, you get closer to that same stream that you had a parallel journey with, even though the path diverged from it for a while. And as you reach towards the bottom of this slope, there is a land bridge that you guys had originally crossed that goes over this river, and you're able to cross it and make a left to continue on your way to Fort Hitano, and you see the same outcropping below some cliffs that you had originally camped at. What was that? A couple nights ago. That was night 8. And this is night 11.
Okay.
So, sure enough, you stop. There's still the remains of a campfire area you had set up. And you're welcome to try and make a camp and cook potentially, because you have not eaten today.
Right, I was just about to say.
We should do that.
Well, I mean, Inari's eaten today.
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
She had the meat after being knocked out
true.
the night before.
Inari's good, yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. I do have. We used one of the slabs of raw meat, right? I had
Yeah, I
3.
think so.
So we have 2 of those. I can certainly.
I also have a porgy.
Oh. Porgy might be good.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a we could throw in like maybe like an Endora shroom, a courser bee honey, and a porgy or something.
What kind of porgy do you have, out of curiosity?
Oh, a mighty one. So I can't fuse different effects. Does courser bee honey have a defense buff? I forget. Or is it just neutral?
Would Lydian know?
Asking
You can make a nature
everybody
check.
else. All right.
I have no idea.
Let me make a nature check.
Interesting. Okay. That was the DC I set. I just want to double check to make sure I'm correct. Come on. That's not the effect I thought it had. I thought it had. Oh wait, that does make sense because it's energizing. Yeah, so I'm right. You would know then on 20 that Courser Bee Honey has a energizing effect which impacts stamina.
Oh. Okay. Well, then yeah, I could probably throw in courser bee honey. Like, okay, I'll throw in 1 courser bee honey and an Endora shroom. Does anybody else have a main like meat or like whatever the main substance of the dinner is?
I have a bird thigh.
Ooh. That might be nice. I mean, I also had the 2 slabs of meat, so like we're definitely good on meat for a little while.
I only have apples, crickets, and rock salt.
Ooh, crickets, yum.
So is somebody trying to do recipe cooking then?
Yeah, I guess I would try recipe cooking as well as
Okay.
normal cooking.
Yeah, I'd say that with you guys having camped here before, it's easy enough to get a fire started. There's no check needed for that. But the thing is though, there's no cooking pot. So you are more limited to what you are able to cook here. Cause
does anybody have anything that could serve as a cooking pot?
Yeah, so a cooking pot is necessary for recipe cooking. That's what I have. Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess in that case, we'll just use more neutral elements. I'll throw in I don't know. I'll put in a we have a bird thigh and yeah, I'll just throw in one of my in one of my shrooms and one of my carrots, just for the sake of the meal.
I don't have the simple stuff. I don't have the names of the simple things. But yeah, sure enough, you cook the food. What did I have for recipe? It was survival cooking. Throw in the food, cook it. Yeah. So, yeah, you cook off those things. They are now toasted, roasted, nice and hot.
Would that feed all of us?
So you threw in a carrot, a mushroom,
A carrot, a mushroom, and a bird thigh.
and a bird thigh. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that's enough because Inari doesn't really need to eat because she ate today.
And I'm eating
Yeah.
a banana.
And yes, yeah.
I'm eating my last banana, so I look very sadly into my now empty pack. My now banana-less pack.
When Lorhanan finishes these bananas, also, does he like? What does he do with the peel? Does he like comically throw it over his shoulder, or does he like store it away in a nice, neat pack?
No, I don't store the peel nicely. No, I quickly throw it over my shoulder.
Okay, definitely. Okay, Jenna, make sure to make up a goblin slip on one of those. That'd be funny.
So when I look into my pack with no bananas, I have a look of slight concern on my face.
Is it like a visible, like, could everyone pick up on that? Ben?
If you're looking at me, then yes. But if you're if
Okay.
you're just kind of like doing whatever, probably.
I mean, Inari's not eating, and she is kind of constantly suspicious of Lorhanan. So she has 2 bananas that she'll probably never eat. So, like, she might awkwardly, like, pull out a banana and, like, slide it towards him without saying anything.
One banana.
Oh, probably both, because she's not gonna eat them. So she'll, like, slide them over casually.
I will grab them both and look surprised.
She is not, she's not acknowledging it at all. She's pretending that it is not something she's just.
Okay.
I have to cross off 2 mighty bananas from my.
So, yeah, I guess besides that, we just, if it's past sunset, I'm not really doing anything else. I might like songwrite a little bit, but I'm not particularly doing anything else before I sleep.
Yeah, me neither.
No
Yeah.
fire stirring for Lorhanan tonight?
Well, I mean, just a little bit while we're cooking.
You gotta kick that habit, man.
I'm gonna do some slight fire staring, and then I'm gonna check my pack and check the bottle. Is it still glowing?
Still lit.
Oh, so cool.
So, we doing watches tonight?
Yeah. I think
That's
so.
probably a good idea.
Before we retire for the evening, I was thinking more about time and the name.
Yeah.
Perhaps something like the 11th hour, better late than never.
Okay, I like the 11th hour.
Yeah,
Team
I
11th
like that.
hour.
I think that's good. It definitely rolls off the tongue a bit easier, which might be helpful.
True. All right.
Not that Lydian and friends are working on it was not good.
No,
it was quite.
I may be a performer, but the spotlight is only so bright sometimes, you know.
We could be the group formerly known as Lydian and Friends.
Yeah.
The artist formerly known as Lydian and Friends are working on it. Wow. Okay. We'll go with officially, like, we'll say the 11th hour, aka we'll say the 11th hour, also known as the group formerly known as Lydian and Friends are working on it. That's our name.
Perfect.
I'm gonna write that down.
I can't wait to write home and tell my mother all about how I'm working with this wonderful group.
If I tell Lo, that's like the entire Sending Stone message.
You gotta do that because I just want to see Lo's reaction.
The
Who's
11th
first?
hour. Should be like the 11th hour of Hyrule. Who is first? I guess I'll be first.
Okay. Perception check, please. Damn, dude. Killing it with
Holy
these dirty
shit.
20s today. Hold on one sec. Get this up. So yeah, the night settles in. Your fellow 11th hour members go to take a rest. And let me see what's here. What's this? You keep watch out over the river that is below you guys. Pretty quiet at night. You just hear the river. Maybe a couple howls from the goblins in the distance. But other than that, nothing really seems to bother you guys at that point.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay. Perception from Akila, please. Okay, yeah. So similarly, the river babbles below, but the night is pretty still. Not very starry out. It's a pretty starless night, but nothing seems to happen over your watch. Who's next?
Inari will go next.
Okay. Perception check, please, Inari.
Ready. Six.
Yeah. It is a quiet night. More clouds are rolling in, and pretty much there's almost no illumination from the moon tonight, so it's a very dark night. You don't see much, but similarly, you're not disturbed. Morhanen?
Maybe. We'll try it again. Oh, there it goes. 11.
Yeah, as the night starts to reach its end, the same babbling of Fur River below keeps your ears busy, but not much else happens, and eventually the sun rises.
Okay.
How tense.
It is now the next day. Let's change up that music then, because this is very tired. Get some horse riding music going again as you guys go on to continue your travels.
All right.
There we go. You pack up your camp. What you guys doing?
Heading out, I guess.
Yes. So we'll want to refer to him as Doctor every time we talk to him.
Everybody remember your manners lessons.
So
when we first encountered the Doctor, he was like coming down a different path that met with ours. We should probably like check up that way before we ride all the way and stake out his cabin.
That's a good point.
Okay. Sure.
So yeah, you guys continue on the westward down the slope as the cliffs that backed you through the night kind of slip further away and become a larger mountainous natural form. And as you get to the bottom, who would be looking out for that other path? Who's leading the way and looking for that path that Lorhannon suggested?
I would say Lorhannon.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Oof.
You had remembered that he did come from a different path off the road from neither direction that the road goes, and as you're looking, you just really can't seem to find it. Any kind of path that leads through the mountains that are to the north and northeast of you guys. But eventually, as you're leading the way and you're keeping your eyes peeled, coming down the road towards you guys is a familiar man.
Okay. Game faces people.
Walking down, he's got some books in his arms and some kind of basket at his side, and he's kind of humming to himself. And that's what you guys hear. He doesn't seem to notice you right away. He's kind of just enjoying the morning, it seems, and he's going as he goes.
I'm going to loudly and awkwardly be like, I can't believe that we ever doubted that wise Dr. Khalif.
You're so right. If only Dr. Khalif were here.
I need deception checks from both of you guys. You've gotten his attention, but that was pretty mocking.
Evans, baby, it's like Vegas.
Hey, we have +4.
It's like Vegas, baby.
Space.
Oh, love the two charisma guys.
It was not mocking necessarily. It was trying to appeal to his ego.
If you would like to argue that it should be persuasion,
I think I was trying to appeal to his ego rather than mock him.
And also, I didn't know what he was doing, so I was just helping him, therefore giving him advantage.
Okay, make up a persuasion check with advantage, but your deception rolls are being factored in to my decision here, okay?
There.
He's gonna crit. Crit incoming. No, okay.
Okay. So, humming to himself, walking down the road, he, as soon as he hears his name, Dr. Khalif, he looks up, eager, sees you guys, is a little bit hesitant, given what happened last time. But then, upon hearing the banter between the two of you, discussing how you shouldn't have doubted him, you do appeal to his ego, and he's like, oh, well, if it isn't you four again.
Oh, my goodness. It's the doctor.
It is indeed.
My good sir. We wish to observe you in your studies and help you out.
Oh, may I ask why? What changed?
We've had a change of heart.
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on, face. Shit.
Well, I mean, if you insist, I don't typically offer my life's research out as free information to anybody, but seeing as I'm clearly receiving the due respect from you, perhaps I can show you my office. Follow me. and he leads you. I don't know if you'd be able to really tell from this map, but pretty much right around here, there is a subtle break in the naturally occurring stone land masses, and he leads you through. Are you still going to follow on horseback?
I think so.
Okay. Leads you through. It's a little bit difficult for your horses to kind of manage through all of the brush and low fallen trees and such. But you're able to get through with your horses. And sure enough, this little path kind of winds to a large opening set in this almost basin of these mountains that extend outwards. It's just this little valley, and I need to change the music to match the place really quick before I continue. And it's very quiet in this basin that you guys have entered. There is just overgrown grass and plants everywhere. And the whole center of this flat plain within this valley, this very, very small valley, it's almost claustrophobic being in here with how high up the rock formations go. There is the ruins of what could have once been a structure of some kind, and within are countless little statues. The weather and time has worn off any distinguishing features, but they all have some kind of little face and some kind of little body. Some are tilted, some are more submerged into the ground than others. Others stand straight. They tend to face different directions, looking all over. But he says, welcome to my field office. These are statues, of course. I don't know much about them, but what I do know is one of them is cursed.
Okay.
And I have dedicated my life to figuring out which one.
Okay. Well, what do you do on a day-to-day basis?
So every morning I come here with my notes and my lunch, and I spend the whole day here. But then about when the sun starts to set is when I return back to my cabin. I investigate every single one of these very closely. I've named them all.
I just like go to the nearest one. I'm like, what's this one's name?
Gertrude.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I was not lying. I was just trying to call him out on it, but okay.
But
this guy's insane, like clinically insane.
If you would like to help me with cataloging today to notice any changes, perhaps, with any of my statues, I would greatly appreciate the help, seeing as you would like to help the great Dr. Khalib.
Sure thing. Of course. We'd love to.
And he sets his lunch down. To the left-hand side of where you guys came in, there's a row of 3 statues that look a little different. They have, like, kind of trays in front of them, and he sets his lunch down in one of those trays, like the basket that he referred to as his lunch, that is. And he puts down a couple of his books over there, and he takes out kind of like a bound notebook and a quill pen, and he walks off into the field in front of you that's full of statues and ruins.
Are we splitting off from him to investigate different statues, or are we following him?
I think at least one person should follow.
Okay, because I was just going to call out before he got out of earshot. I wanted to ask him, Dr. Khalib, by the way, I'm something of a songwriter myself. You mentioned something about a song before, when we met earlier, correct?
Well, I mean, that is the keystone of my research. That is, I found a passage that I was able to translate many years ago. That has
What's that say?
Well, I was getting to that. However, I think
Sorry.
you should prove to me that I can trust you with this information. Should you help me successfully today with my cataloging and research, I will share the passage with you. The little tune, if you will.
Okay. Lydian, all of a sudden, his soul is filled with determination.
Okay. So, you can each tell me what you're doing throughout the day to help contribute to this weird guy's research about statues. And then I'll have you make a coinciding check with it, and then depending on how well you guys do, we'll determine if he's willing to share the passage with you.
My God.
Oh.
So what are you all doing?
So,
Well, for me personally, the goal is, he said that one of them is different, right? So I'm going to cast Detect Magic with the wand.
Interesting. Hold on. Where's this? Very interesting. Hold on.
Jenna's like, this breaks the game.
No, it doesn't break the game. I just don't know. Let me see. I'm just trying to figure out what it would be, because you're gonna do that. Would it be anything else? Okay, I think. Yeah. Okay, I got it now. So is Lydian going to pull out the wand? How many charges do you have left of that?
It is 3 per day. It recharges 1d3 at dawn. I've used 1 today, and now I'm using 2.
Okay, cool. So you cast the detect magic of that wand, and are you walking like through the different stones? I mean, this area is pretty. It's it's definitely within 30 feet, so you would definitely okay.
Let's fucking go.
Jenna,
I designed this before Aquila gave Lydian that wand of detect magic.
Dude,
So
we're speedrunning this game. We are speedrunning.
I designed this for the first time you guys were on Fort Hateno Road, okay?
I didn't do anything, Lydian. I was going to be, I used my claw shots to grab Zephyr's wand and cast it.
Yeah. Zephyr. His name's Lydian.
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
So, Lydian,
Yep.
similar to as you did before, you wave the wand and are able to see that one particular statue that
This
faces,
man's life research.
that faces where you guys had walked in. It's standing straight upright and partially submerged into the ground.
Yep.
It glows with kind of a muted orange color.
Okay.
Which you would know then is the School of Transmutation.
Okay. Well, I walk right over to the statue and I just start investigating it.
Give me an investigation check. I hate you. No, you know what? That was what you used for your skill. You used a spell for your skill. If you want to tell somebody else to investigate, you can tell somebody else to investigate.
I'm just basically like as he's like looking around for all the statues and stuff. I'm going to basically like look at everybody else who's like taller than him and be like, guys, it's this one. I used the wand. It's this one. And I'm like, and then like if somebody starts to go over to him, I'm like, don't tell him. Just come over here.
Jenna, how tall is this guy? Like, Inari's taller than
Yeah,
him,
because I
but
probably
Well,
don't see
yeah,
this, and
Inari's
if it's
taller
only
than
for people that are taller.
everybody in Hyrule.
yeah, I just want to double check because my investigation is the best. So if Lord Hannon was taller.
Yeah, I'll investigate.
Give me the investigation check on that particular statue.
It's a random one. I picked one.
Oh,
Dude,
oh my
your
gosh!
game is broken now.
Strangely enough, you cannot
Oh my
find anything about this statue that distinguishes it from any other statue.
Yeah.
And you are certain of that.
That's inevitable though, because we all know.
Still know it's this one.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna tell the doctor it's not that one.
This
Whoa,
is supposed
should we
to
try
be
to-
like a
we should
little
try
a
to,
mini
like-
skill thing before
No.
whatever. It's fine. It's great. It's good, guys. You guys are awesome. I love you all.
Just like all the other ones.
So yeah, if you're addressing the doctor,
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Dr. Khalib, what's this one's name?
that one is
Please speak Archer.
Voltaire.
Voltaire?
Voltaire.
Voltaire.
Just like all the other ones around them, so.
Well, no, he's a little different. He's a little bit sunken compared to the other ones. If you could investigate a little harder, maybe you'd understand that. But the ones surrounding him are a little bit taller, and he is a little more sunken in.
You're right. I'm sorry to presume that my 2 seconds of research would trump your years of dedication.
That's all right. That's all right. My groundbreaking research. It's just you had to meet me for yourselves, certainly. What are Akila and Inari doing?
Akila has no idea what's going on.
Inari is just gonna like listen to what's going on. And most of her skills are more focused on intimidating the shit out of people, which is not very helpful right now. But she might look around at the area surrounding Voltaire, and see if there's anything off with like its surroundings, and like she can pick up on any of that and maybe contribute it to research.
Give me a perception check.
Oh boy. So I got an 8 there.
There's other statues that are sunken in a similar way to this one. This one's just kind of more straight up than a couple others, but there's not much you can really garner about like the specific area surrounding it, at least.
Intriguing. Okay.
If you guys want that riddle, you're gonna have to do a little bit more to contribute here.
Can I suggest something else that Lydian could do, perhaps?
Okay.
So I imagine that the doctor has never had an aerial view of the statue.
True.
Perhaps you could, I don't know,
Yeah.
lie up and maybe like put dots on a piece of paper, like.
Sure. I will take a piece of paper and go ahead and fly up and see, just to like, kind of map out the statues on a little rudimentary map, just to see if they like spell out anything or are in a certain pattern or something.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Nice.
You guys, what the hell? So you fly up, and Now that you have this aerial view, you can actually see better now the ruins that are non-statue, that are of whatever structure once surrounded, and you can see that every statue falls within that structure, save the 3 that are off to the side where he put his lunch. But it seems that with your bird's eye view looking down, all of the statues are within the parameters of what remains of the foundation of that structure, facing all different directions. I'd say on a crit, you'd probably notice that no 2 statues are necessarily looking at the exact same place.
Okay. No 2 statues are looking at exactly the same place.
Mm-hmm.
What about the one that I know it's magic?
That one looks at the entrance, like I described, like the place you guys had come in. It looks to there.
And then, can I look at also what these 3 statues by where he put his lunch? I have a hunch. What do they look like?
Let me see. Hold on, just so I can make sure I describe the right one. Okay, so these ones appear to be taller than the other statues that are in this structure area.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of look downward instead of looking outward like the other statues do. But you're kind of up high. I don't think you have the best advantage to look at them from where you are.
That's fine. Once I'm done mapping them, I'll swoop down and look at those closer. Because I just want to see if, like, what are the statues doing with their hands? Anything?
They do not have hands.
They don't? They're not holding anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I thought they might have been Korok statues where you put the apples. Okay. Then yeah, I'll fly back down after the map's done.
Yeah. So are you giving the map to Dr. Khalip?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Interesting. I definitely. Yeah, this is pretty similar to the one I have.
Yeah, and also, wow, thanks. And also, none of the statues appear to be facing the same direction.
Of course, I've noticed that before.
Okay, well, I'm just reporting back my research to you. You didn't share your prior research, so I was just kind of giving you the new things that I knew.
Yeah, well, it's fine. Perhaps maybe you could spend the rest of the afternoon clearing away some of the overgrowth in the area, the lot of you, because this is he's like folding up the paper that you've given him and like saving it and also on the back of it like jotting something down. Yeah, this isn't anything new to me. Somebody that's been studying.
Can I like try to get eyes on what he's writing by any chance, like upside down?
Can I make an insight check on if this is actually new to him?
Yeah, both you guys give me insight checks then. Lydian trying to read what he's writing, and Lorhannen trying to gauge if he's being truthful. Fucking hell.
Oh my gosh. Dude, Lydian is like...
Lorhannen, you have a hunch that he is not being entirely truthful, but you can't necessarily be certain. Lydian, you see on the back he is writing, statues don't all face the same way. Face different ways. None face the same way. Like, just that.
Why would he write that 3 times? No, I'm just so confused by this man. Like, cause like nobody pays him. Why? Like, how is he? Like, how does he sustain? I don't know. You know what? Never mind. I don't know.
He's insane.
Wait, John, you gotta send the smiling friends bit during the break.
Yeah, I was literally gonna be like,
you gotta
doing
send
the
the
smiling
bit.
friends
This
bit
is
of
like
this guy's. Inari, can I talk to you a second? Listen, this guy's clearly a lost cause. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Yeah. That's in the first episode, right? I did see that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Inari can like just kind of clear some stuff for him since he asked for it, and she's not in on the what's that for? Not oh my gosh, John, you said Zephyr, and now I'm like, I want Lydian and Lorhannon are finding out, so she might just start to do that instead.
Okay, yeah. You start clearing away some of the overgrowth around the statues and remaining foundation ruins of the structure that once was. Simple enough. That's what'll preoccupy the rest of your afternoon. It's the afternoon now, guys. Like, what else you got going on?
Can
Anything else?
can I like within like eyesight from like the doctor from Dr. Khalip, can I like kind of judge where his peripheral might be and cast minor illusion on a statue to like make it like shimmer a little bit and like make a little sparkly noise just for a second and then dissipate just to like fuck with him?
Yeah, go for it.
It's a cantrip, so like I just do that.
Yep, I
You're
know.
breaking Jenna today. I feel so bad.
No, it's fine. It's awesome.
Like Khalif so much more on the second time meeting him. I'm gonna say it. We actually dedicated ourselves to messing with him.
Lydian, in what quadrant? Because you looking down, you would know that the statue that, like, when you had flown up, the statue that you knew is the one that has the magic on it is pretty central, but as far as quadrants go, it's in like the northwest quadrant.
Okay.
Where in the general vicinity are you targeting a statue to shimmer for a moment?
So where is Khalip?
At this point, he is kind of in the northeast, like towards the back of the area you guys are in.
Okay.
Investigating a series of 3 statues that are kind of in a row, but like looking obviously different directions.
Yeah. I would say probably something like a little bit south from the northeast, just something that's like I said, still trying to aim like where his peripheral is, just so he catches it out of the corner of his eye.
Okay. Let me see if he notices. He does not notice. Unfortunately, that was a natural 2.
Can I do it again on like a closer statue just to kill time?
Sure, this will be a lower DC then. Yeah, definitely. As he's investigating, something catches the corner of his eye. He whips towards it, but there's nothing there. He stands there puzzled for a moment, kind of looks around at the 4 of you, see if you guys were doing anything. Are you...
I cast it, and then immediately I'm like looking down at this statue.
Give me a deception check.
Oh. He's probably not got good insight, though. He
kind of like looks at you, like his gaze lingers on you for a moment, and he shakes his head and goes back to what he was doing.
Fine. All right. I'm not gonna die on this hill.
Anybody want to do anything else before you reach the end of this day that has been entirely spent in this field of statues?
Is there like, we might want to get some food.
Yeah, so cooking pot. Does he have like a cooking pot as well, or?
One moment. Are you gonna ask him?
Yeah, she'll ask him.
Oh, a cooking pot? Yeah, there's one back by the cabin. Just outside of it. That's where I typically prepare my meals. He's already eaten his lunch at this point too, I'd say. But yeah, there's one back there.
What does he have for lunch?
What did he have for lunch? He probably had an apple and probably a glazed apple is what he had for lunch.
Okay.
Proof he's not a real doctor. The apple did not keep him away.
But yeah, I mean, if you all want to come back to my cabin afterwards, perhaps I can fix us up a meal. I don't have much, but I could probably scrape something together.
Dr. Khalip, has it ever occurred to you that, these are stronger in the nighttime?
What would be... Wait, what is stronger in the nighttime?
This
I mean, there's nothing that in my research that tells me that anything would change at night. So
okay.
Can I?
I guess we'll go back to his cabin.
Can I try to? I really want to mage hand this journal away from him.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna. Well, we already know which one is magic, so we don't need him anymore.
So,
No, okay, I won't. I'm gonna listen to the Holy Spirit today.
So, if nobody else has anything they want to do to fuck with this man, the day comes to an end. The sun begins to sink in the sky a little, and he says, "Well, good day of work, you all. I genuinely appreciate your help, though it was minimal compared to the research I have done over these years. I suppose I will uphold my debt to you. The deal with you, I mean. And he warms up to sing a song, and I'm actually going to sing this.
Right. Wait. Let
As a
me
man.
get my. As a man, I'm gonna get my song journal out. Go for
Okay.
it.
So, I long ago came across a inscription that I had written down, and it had pointed me to discover this little grove here, and that inscription, I spent many years translating it, and I have determined that these are the lyrics, because clearly it was meant to be a song.
Okay. Clearly, yes, you are the song expert.
So it goes. When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gaze to purge the seal from the shrine. Thank you. You may clap now. Thank you.
When a dark light, what could you?
When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gaze to purge the seal from the shrine. That is what it is. It's getting late. I don't like to be out here at dark. There's wolves and stuff sometimes. So I'll head back to get the a meal started, heat up the fire, and find what I can put together. So I'll see you guys back there in a little while then.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he heads out, grabs his basket, grabs his notes, and heads back the way that he came. And you guys are there in the grotto as the sun
Cool.
starts to set.
Yeah, we're just gonna stay there.
Yes.
it talks about it being dark.
Yes.
Man, no,
I'm not the. Yeah, like I'm not the smartest Rudo to ever exist, but even I could kind of piece out what it meant.
Well, this fellow clearly has nothing to do with the statue in Hateno Town.
Yes, but
Right.
at least we know about another statue here and a shrine per se. So if we're ever able to get into them,
Right.
This has been a complete waste of time, in my opinion.
I
Hey,
mean,
puzzles and
it's
puzzles like this they're just wonderful little gifts from Hylia. I love, making people's days, however arrogant they might be. And I think that it's just one of the many mysteries that the land has to offer. So
I agree, and I mean, if we are to somehow save Hyrule, any piece of knowledge we might have could end up being helpful. Like, should just stick this to the back of our minds. We can try solving this today, but that might be a bruise to the doctor's ego. So
listen, given what I know about the doctor, he will probably come back and just be like, "Oh, my research yesterday has paid off. I've done it." Blah blah blah. He probably wouldn't even remembered that we were there. I think he would have just kind of taken the credit for it. So I don't think it matters to him.
yeah, we just give him we act like it was all through him. That we just don't say anything.
We'll have the moral high ground.
Yes. Proud of us.
Jenna, just out of curiosity, can I go to the statue that I think is, or like that we know is magic, and can I cover its eyes just to see what happens?
So the sun hasn't fully set yet. It's still getting dark, but not dark yet. Yeah, you approach it, put your hands over. Nothing happens. It's a statue. Or
Okay.
your wing, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mage hand. You guys ready to leave then?
Well, I think we've pretty much come to a group consensus that dark light just means nighttime, so I think we're gonna stick around for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, eventually the sun sets and darkness covers the grotto, and a faint purple light begins to glow, and it emits from the very statue which you discovered was indeed magical. But it's silent, just a soft purple glow emitting from what is perceived to be the eyes of the statue, despite it being very worn from the years.
Does anyone want to do the honors of piercing it?
Just I remember. I mean, I gave. None of us have a bow, right? Or Lydian, you have a bow, right? No.
No, I don't have a bow, but I mean,
I mean, I have
like
a
your glaive might
spear.
even anything pierces
Yeah,
should be fine.
I'll use the spear because it gives piercing damage, so maybe that'll like work.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you approach it with your spear drawn. Where's everybody else? Like, are you following her up to it, or?
I'm standing back like 10 feet, 15 feet.
Yeah, I'm probably next to Lord Hannon.
Okay, sure. And then Aquila, are you near where she's going, or?
Probably not near. Mostly because I didn't know until now. Now that it's glowing, now that I know that's the cursed statue.
Okay, good to know. So, Inari, make a no attack roll needed. Give me a damage roll from your spear. So you can make the attack roll so you can click the damage, but that'll be what it does then. So 9. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you guys stand back and you see Inari goes up, pulls out her Gerudo spear, and gives the eyes of the statue a good quick thrust. And you hear like the what sounds like the spear hitting stone. And as you pull the spear out, the purple in the eyes begin to glow brighter, and the ground around you begins to tremor. Inari, you feel this tremor more intensely than your peers that are standing about 15 feet back behind you. And as it tremors, emerging from the very spot where that statue is, the ground begins to part, and and more stone begins to rise from the ground as it parts to almost like the earth is birthing a larger form. And as it emerges, a hand comes out, a big stone hand right next to you, hits the ground and pushes out as another stone hand reaches out and pushes itself up out of the ground as a large statue construct or golem of some kind with these glowing purple eyes emerges, and you realize that statue, that what you had thought was the whole statue, was just the head of this larger form. So I'm gonna move us all over to a fun little cursed statue map. And clear that out. And I'm going to have you all roll initiative then.
Wow.
I will say, though, Inari, you do get the impression that you did deal some damage to it when you struck it with your spear, though.
Okay.
So, everybody's in. We'll hit to descending. And I think because it's almost 3, we can take our break now, because otherwise we'll have to interrupt my little combat that I made up here. So we'll come back to this in a moment and kick off combat with Aquila then. Does that sound good, guys?
Okay.
Yep. Awesome.
Yay. Swap this. Is everybody back and ready then?
Yep.
Okay. Let me switch
Yep.
OBS back. And here. And some of these. And some of these. Okay. So, kicking off combat, we have Aquila. Aquila Ferros, what are you doing?
Right. I am going to immediately back up to this lovely rock, and I'm going to use my action to place a turret, and that's it.
You got it. Where you want it?
Right next to me.
Okay, let me pull up the same. I had meant to do that. I forgot. Let's see where monsters, guardians. All right, on this. Ooh, still wrong size. On this side or this side?
Where it is fine.
Okay.
And it's going to be the Force Ballista, and then I will bonus action fire with it.
Go for it.
Oof.
9. Definitely not.
All right, that's it for me then.
Okay, Lore Hannon.
I think that I'm also going to step back a little bit, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Go for it. That just misses.
Oh.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, that's Inari.
Okay, I was gonna have her back away, but she needs to be close to hit him, so I might have her back away next turn. I'm gonna try to hit him with my spear, and then I'll do Divine Smite if it connects.
Certainly.
Okay. And then 1d8.
Give me that smite.
Make sure I read Divine Smite correctly. Okay, 2d8.
Okay. Your spear is magical, correct? Because it's the +1.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So 10. Cool. Anything else?
I think I might bust out a bonus action here, maybe. Let's see. I have Shield of Faith. I might actually use it.
Okay.
I just concentrate. You know what? Yeah. She's gonna cast Shield of Faith on herself. So that's a +2, so she'll have a 20 save.
Okay. Just keep that in mind for
Yeah.
your own sake. Okay. That's gonna be Lydian then.
Can I give me 1 second. Yeah, can I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter? I can send
Yeah,
it if you
so
want.
what is that, a wisdom save?
It's a wisdom save, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna, because I only have one enemy, so I'm just clicking on here. That's a 16.
Oh, that saves, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything if it saves that happens?
I don't think so.
Oh, never mind. No worries. Anything
No.
else?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna back up with these guys as well and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sure thing. Cursed statue time. Inari, you are right there.
Yeah.
It is going to make... Or... No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, so it's going to make 2 slam attacks on you as its 2 mighty stone fists come down to the ground, trying to attack you. So that first one's going to be a 22.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage. The second one's going to be a 17.
Which will not hit.
Okay, so one of his fists, stone fists, finds purchase as it like clocks you on the head, dealing 15 bludgeoning damage to you. And it's going to start moving slowly with its big stone legs, and it's going to move to about here. That's it for him. Aquila.
Okay. I am going to action cast Fairy Fire on this point here.
Okay.
So it just catches the statue.
Sure.
So he needs to make a dex save.
Dex. That's an 8.
He fails, so he is covered in Fairy Fire. We have advantage against him.
Awesome.
And then bonus action, I'm going to command my turret to walk its 3 spaces to here
Okay.
and fire.
Go for it. Fortunately, that misses. As it's walking and getting closer, the stone golem is moving too, and so the blast from the ballista misses. Oh wait, I can't hear you guys anymore. Can you hear me? No.
She disconnected.
Oh,
Should be back on the video. Can you hear me now? Can I
Yeah.
hear you?
Yeah, we
Okay,
can hear you.
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
We
Okay.
can hear you the whole time.
Okay, I couldn't hear you anymore. And so, sorry, what did you say beyond that, John?
Well, Ben pointed out that the turret would have advantage, so I rolled again.
Oh, that hits then, yes. 11 force. Okay. First blast misses, and then the second one, dead center in the chest of the golem. It kind of stumbles back from its trajectory. Anything else from Aquila?
Nope.
A little more Hannon.
Right. Eldritch Blast again.
Go for it. That does hit.
10 more force damage.
Yep. Okay, anything else?
Are these stones like high enough that I could like get cover behind them?
Definitely not. They are like 2 feet or less from the ground. They're just like tripping hazards more than anything.
I will still move like behind them.
Okay.
To less line us up.
Sounds good. That'll be an Ari then.
okay, so I need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if I can keep the shield up, I believe. It wouldn't have mattered because my AC is 18, so missing the 17 was fine originally, but let me do that first.
I'm not super good with the con save rules with concentration.
Yeah, I'm not either. This is like the first time I've ever had to do it.
Anybody
so I'm
know
not
off the top
sure
of their
if I'd
head?
drop it.
What? How much did you get hit for?
15.
Oh, half of that is less than 10, so the DC is still 10.
Cool.
Oh, 6, so I should still have it then.
Yep, you're good.
Half the damage, whatever is higher.
Okay, 6. So, you know what? I'm gonna stick around one more. So she's gonna hit it with the Girded Spear, and she'll use her last spell shot to Divine Smite if it hits.
That hits.
Okay, she's going to re-roll that. Immediately. Oh, cool. This is just sick. This is what the Divine Smite is for. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay. Alright, 6. That should be about 14.
Cool. Anything
Alright,
else?
that's it for her. Nope, she's good.
Lid.
I'm here, sorry. I took a bagel bite. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Go for it.
Just because, I'm trying to do anything against this guy.
So
And the spell save DC is actually 13.
yeah, I'm
But-
sorry, I meant to fix that for you. Wiz, that's a 14.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that saves.
Okay.
I'm
It's
gonna
not a
continue being
wise thing. I don't know how it keeps saving your wisdom saves.
I figure it's not wise, but whatever.
Anything else from you?
Um.
It still takes half damage, so
Oh, does it? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay, that's psychic damage. Go ahead, roll some psychic damage.
Okay.
When you cast Dissonant Whispers, it doesn't even seem to have any reaction to it, and you don't feel like you've done anything, like much, if anything, at all to it.
So, it probably can't hear. Gotcha. Okay.
Anything else?
From me, no, I'm far away enough on the map. I might actually. Yeah, you know what? I will give. I will give Lorhannen, a bardic inspiration.
That is going to be Cursed Statue. Cursed Statue takes another step forward, but not before turning and locking its empty, glowing purple eyes with Inari. Inari, I need a Wisdom saving throw from you.
Oof, this could be not. Oh wait.
Unfortunately, that fails. Just fails. So you can
Okay.
no longer use reactions, your speed is halved, and you cannot make more than one attack on your turn. And on your turn, you can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both. And
Okay.
you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, to try and break free of the effects.
Okay, and I can
Slow.
still like attack it.
Yeah, but you
So,
just can't. You don't have
okay.
a bonus action anymore, and so on.
Oh, that's okay. For now.
And so it is going to continue to step away, and get to about. I'm gonna say I'll go. Yeah, right here. I meant to drop it in there. Oh gosh, what am I doing? There we go. But unfortunately, you can no longer take reactions. So
That's cool.
that'll
No,
be
it's
it for
okay.
its turn. Aquila.
Okay. I'm going to blast at it with Firebolt.
Go for it. Certainly. I love Aquila's Firebolt.
I can't wait to be level 5, man. I can't wait to have 4 damage instead of 3. And then I'm going to take a shot from my turret at close range, so it'll be normal, not advantage.
That hits.
Hey.
Way to go, Diala.
13.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Hot damn.
Oh, it's also pushed. It's pushed 5 feet.
Yep. Gets to be there. Anything else?
Nope.
It's Lorhannen.
all right. I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, a Warlock Eldritch Blasting? That hits.
I think I'm going to add the Bardic Inspiration onto this
Go for
damage.
Mm.
So that's another d6. So 14.
It's not looking that good. That's gonna be Inari.
Okay. She'll go down here and try to hit him with her spear again.
Okay. So I'm just trying to
She.
pull stuff up.
Huh?
No, you're
Oh, I
good.
do have advantage. Oh yeah, let me do that again. Haha. She will try to do the wisdom saving throw though.
Go for
See
it.
that. Oof.
Nope.
Well,
Unfortunately,
it's okay.
you
Get
feel
them
like
next time.
you're moving like in slow motion. Like, you know when you're in a dream and you just can't quite reach for something and you just can't quite move at the speed that you want to or are used to moving? That's exactly what it feels like for Inari right now. She knows this movement. She's so good at using her spear, but unfortunately, like, you just can't bring yourself to have the strength to do it fast enough to hit.
Damn.
If that's it for you, that's going to be Lydian then.
Yep.
What you got, Lyd?
Sorry, I'm muted. How is this thing looking? I asked.
Not that good. Cracks are starting to set from all of the blasts that it's been taking.
Okay, I'm gonna take a risk here and go with. I'm gonna cast Sleep at 2nd level.
Okay.
Just to see if I can conk this thing out early.
Holy shit.
So that's 19, or it's 29 plus 14.
29 plus 14. Oh no, definitely not. I'm sorry.
Shit. Damn it.
Yeah, you try it once again. Oh wait, actually, let me see something really quick. Would that even?
Yeah, does sleep even?
Affect him.
Yeah, it.
Achilles being hacked.
I tried to hit show spell description and immediately everything was destroyed.
Oof.
Yeah, it could be affected by sleep, but unfortunately, you think it's still too strong for your magic to do anything. I feel so bad. Every spell slot you're wasting. It's just.
It's whatever.
Anything else for your turn?
You know what? I will give Inari Bardic Inspiration for this next turn.
Thanks.
Cool. Okay, that is the cursed statue. I'm gonna roll to see if this. Nope, does not recharge. So instead, takes another step forward, and is going to make 2 slam attacks against the one that has been blasting Eldritch Blast against him. Let's see. First one is a 16. That's 15 bludgeoning damage.
Can I cast Silvery Barbs as a reaction?
Okay, go ahead.
And
So it's a. Is it a
so
save?
I think it's just automatic. You just have to reroll a d20.
Okay. I will reroll the slam attack. That's a 9 now.
Okay.
This
that,
is now.
But
Yeah,
then.
that fails, and then I'm gonna I'll redirect that energy to Lorhannen so that he has advantage.
Cool. The second slam attack is coming now. And that's going to be
good
a
luck.
17.
All right. Well,
That's
I'm gonna get
gonna-
some damage.
And that's going to be
Yeah.
17 damage.
17 damage.
17.
Yeah, I would have been down. So it's pretty big.
Oh.
Nice. Okay, that's what I'm here for.
What do you mean you would have been down?
Like I would have
Like-
been at.
Yeah, like 15 plus 17 is more than his HP.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, so you take 17 bludgeoning as it, like, brings its giant stone fist down upon you. And that's...
Actually, can I hellish rebuke as my reaction?
You can.
So it's a DC 13 Dex save.
Okay, it's going to have... Oh, wait. Spells... Oh, I should have been making a lot of those rolls for Lydian with advantage, actually, so... It is going to...
Wait, do you get advantage on spells?
It has advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects.
Oh, okay, so that cancels.
So... With advantage, it's a 12.
So that fails.
Yeah,
so it'll take
13.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking good. Anything else? Well, no, that was your reaction, so that's going to be Aquila now.
Okay, with my bonus action, I'm gonna command my turret to move back Uh, 10 feet to be here.
Okay, I believe it gets a opportunity attack on it then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna make a slam attack. That's a 21.
That hits.
That's 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have the turret fire on him.
Okay.
Oof.
Nope, unfortunately those both miss. It's the mechanism that it has to pivot to aim has been kind of thrown off from the hit that it just sustained, and unfortunately the attacks are not accurate. Anything else then, Aquila?
Yeah, and then I'm going to back up myself. Go to about here and throw a firebolt at him.
Absolutely.
It's just automatic.
So classic. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Lord Hannon.
All right, I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast.
Hey.
That hits.
I don't think getting a sword out to slash at stone is gonna be helpful.
Okay. Force damage. Once again, all of the hits that it is sustaining between the spear and the firebolts and the force damage coming from two sides, its cracks are starting to show, and I'd say at this point you can see bits of little tiny flecks of the same purple light coming from some of the deeper cracks set in its chest area. Anything else, Lorhan?
I think I'm going to try to move away. Yeah. I think I'm gonna move back here.
Okay. And it's gonna get a reaction then. Oh wait, no, it used its reaction.
Turret.
Did,
Damn.
you're right.
Clutch.
Very good. Okay. That'll be an Ari then. Still slow.
All right. Yeah, she'll walk up here, and she will use her spear attack to try to maybe cram her spear into one of the areas exuding purple light.
Good, make an attack. Yeah, you're able to do so. Give me some damage then.
Could I maybe reroll that?
You have
Okay,
your
I'm gonna
piercer
try to do
feat.
it. Oh, hell yeah, one more point.
Cool.
It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I'd say you are able to get your spear in one of those cracks and just wedge it enough to make it even bigger. Anything else from you?
She's gonna try one of those wisdom rolls at this point.
Nope.
Oh, yep. Nope. Alright.
Lid.
What do I want to do? I will. Okay. I don't want to play the sleep game again. So you know what? I'm just gonna use. I'm gonna use upcast. Just healing word to Lorhanan to try to get his HP back.
Go for it.
So you got 9 HP back.
Cool.
Anything else?
And then that's my main action or my main bonus action, and then I don't know. I'll just I'll use the dodge action.
Okay.
In case it comes for me.
Come for you it will, but not before seeing if it recharges. It does recharge. Ooh. Okay. So stepping forward, up to you, Lydian. He gets there, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So as it approaches you, you're readying yourself to dodge, and your eyes look up and lock with the glowing purple eyes, and the effects of it reach you in a similar way that it had Inari, and you feel yourself slowing down in a similar way. So once again, effects of slow spell, you can't use reactions, your speed is halved, and you can't make more than one attack on your turn, and you have to choose either action or bonus action. And then, similar to Inari, you can repeat the save throw at the end of your turn.
Okay.
And that is going to be it for him. That brings us to Aquila.
Okay. I am going to bonus action, direct my turret to fire, then move.
Okay, absolutely. 11.
Ooh.
And I'm going to have it sidle up to here.
Okay, so it goes here. The statue is knocked back 5 feet to be here now. And what about for your action then?
Action, I'm going to move down a couple steps and throw a firebolt.
Do I have to move
Hey.
out of the way?
Yeah, I don't think if you stand. I mean, it's a large creature. I can say go over Lydian. So yeah, that hits and that deals 5 damage. He's really, really not looking that good anymore. Okay. Anything else, Aquila?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Laura Hannon,
Right, Eldritch Blast time.
go for it. Nope. Anything else?
I think I'm going to, like, move again to get farther away from it, so...
Okay.
That's it.
And Ari.
Okay, she is gonna do. She's have 2, 3. Okay, she's just able to reach it. She's gonna try to attack with her spear, and if possible, if the attack roll is too low. Actually, no. I do. Oh shit! It's.
Very nice.
All right, I'm gonna add my bardic inspiration die to this just for funsies.
To the damage? Nice.
Yeah.
So that is 12, 14, 18.
So.
Okay. Oh, he's so close. Anything else from you? No, you can't really. You gotta make your save.
Yeah,
But...
I'm gonna make my wisdom save though. Yeah, I used all my really. Oh shit. Hey, you know, with intense highs come intense lows. I can't, it's just the way it is.
Fascinating. Lydian, that's you. You're under the same slow effects.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do. So, like, is this thing about to burst?
It's very close. There are so many more cracks in it, especially from that last attack from Inari, and more purple light is peeking through these various cracks.
I think I'm going to. Fuck it. You know what? I'm going to very slowly, like in slow motion, thunderclap my hands together and just like try to tack on as much damage as I can.
My ear is about to murder us. I'm the rock right here. Oof.
Cast it level 1, I guess. Right?
A con saving throw?
Yeah. It'll probably succeed this, but...
This is a spell, so it has advantage. So it's a 21.
Yeah.
Okay. A huge thunderous clap rings out, and because you guys are in this kind of naturally, like claustrophobic space here, it reverberates off of all of the walls, and you guys just hear a good several seconds while this round continues of the same like echoing thunderous clap. You gotta make your save then, Lydian. and it'll be the end of your
Oh,
turn.
right. Right. What is that, a whiz save?
Yes. That saves. You are
Nice.
no longer slow.
Sorry, Inari. Sucks to suck.
No, it's okay.
Okay, let's see if that'll... He does get it back, but he's not going to use it right now. He's going to, still focused on you, make 2 slam attack. Actually, yeah, he'll make 1 slam attack against you and then turn and make a second one against Inari, because she did just crit on him. So here's the first one. That is a 14.
That matches, so
That's 15.
I guess that hits, right?
Yeah, 15 bludgeoning damage then. And then he'll take a step this way and bring his other fist down upon Inari. That's a crit.
Fuck!
No.
Fuck! I might actually go down.
Oh no.
Fine, there's one enemy. There's one enemy. We're gonna be fine. What, Jenna?
No, but
I don't like this
I have.
face.
That's
That's
30 bludgeoning damage.
I have exactly 30, bro. Oh,
Wait.
poetic.
Wait, I'm not under slow anymore, and
You're
I have
not,
one
you have
more.
your reaction now.
I have my reaction. Yeah, I'll throw silvery barbs your way.
Okay. Let's hope.
Ooh.
Let's
Ooh.
see. That's a 15 now.
Does that hit, Inari?
I don't believe that hits you at all. I think you're normally at like a 19 or something.
My spell save is 30, but I don't know what.
Your
no,
AC.
no, it's AC.
Oh,
it's a
my
swing
AC
attack.
is an 18.
Okay, yeah, so definitely.
Yeah.
So Lydian, you see Inari.
Oh wait, it's a 20.
So it doesn't matter. It still misses.
Yeah.
So,
It still misses.
Lydian, you did you take that hit from it?
I did.
Okay, you get hit as it brings once again its huge fist down upon you, and you look up to see its back is turned and it's stepping away, and once again raising its fist above Inari. And in a moment, you see how it goes down. You see Inari's not looking good. She's slow. This fist comes down and it's going to absolutely render her unconscious. So you, quick thinking, react, silvery barbs, and in that moment then, the giant statue no longer is going to bring down. It misses instead.
Yeah, I like to imagine the silvery barbs wrap around its legs momentarily, and then I just like pull and shift it ever so slightly so it like lands right next to Inari
Its
instead.
balance is thrown off, and the fist comes down, missing Inari.
Ooh,
Even though
thank you
she's
so
slow
much.
to jump out of the way, it still is not quick enough.
Okay.
That's so Lydian.
That is it for the statue. That is Aquila.
Okay. Well, it's time to bonus action shoot him in the face.
Yes.
Classic. Unfortunately, you do not hit the face.
Oh.
Right? Time to action shoot him in the face.
That does hit. You're so freaking close, but that's not enough.
Oh no.
I was hoping you'd get it with Firebolt. That would be so funny if you did. I'm
I
bummed.
hate Firebolt.
Okay. It's parts of this statue are starting to crumble from it. Like just crumble away. As that firebolt hits it. But it's still up. It's still got a little bit of energy left in it, and it's still rampaging here. Anything else from Aquila?
Nope, I'm good.
That's gonna be Lorhannon then.
It is time to action shoot him in the face.
That hits.
Hey.
How do
Oh,
you want to
shit.
do this?
Oh.
I did say shoot him in the face, so I think I'm gonna like go for the eyes again, where there's the purple light, and then I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, extinguish it.
Yeah, your Eldritch Blast shoots from your person, right in the face of it, right in that purple gaze, and it looks at you with the purple gaze as, BAM! It hits the stone structure of the statue, just kind of explodes from the force of it, and the whole form just starts to crumble chunk by chunk by chunk, and the central core of it that glows with that purple flashes bright purple light and then extinguishes, and left on the ground is a pile of rubble with some sparkles of color within. And we will change the music. Okay. After that, he is no more.
Ooh.
Thing. What would you guys like to do now?
So we want to. I mean, Inari might look through the rubble to see if there's something there to kind of hand off to Lord Hannon since he got the kill.
Yes, let me pull up. Oh, wait, I think I have it here actually. Yeah, so there's still like a few more seconds left of your slow, but as the threat has passed, you're able to like kind of start moving faster and faster, and you're back to normal full speed again, Inari. And so you start to pull apart these. I mean, for the rest of the crew, these would be pretty large, heavy rocks, but because you're just big, strong woman, boom, boom, pulling these small boulders aside, and at the center of it, you reveal a small hoard, or small, what's the word, cache of gemstones. Actually,
Ooh.
pulling up what you get exactly.
We're so rich, guys. It's so over.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't counter chickens here.
within, you find
Chicken.
Sorry, counter cuckoos.
you find a sapphire and 3 opals.
Who's gonna be marking those down?
Yep. She kind of like hands them off to Lorhan.
I was doing the wash. What did we get?
A sapphire and 3 opals.
Wow, we are rich.
Did the doctor like hear anything that was going on?
So-
or is he like still?
A moment passes, you guys kind of catch your breath, collect yourselves from this statue that crawled out of the ground, and peeling through that little passageway that you guys had entered, emerges Dr. Khalip. What happened here? What happened?
I mean, we were just packing up everything to leave, and then all of a sudden this... What?
What have you done?
I haven't done anything. I mean, like, we were packing up to leave, and then all of a sudden this gigantic stone golem rose from the ground. So, I mean, we destroyed it. Like, it was very aggressive. Could have killed us.
What have you done? Oh, my research. All my research. Oh, no.
Did you?
Yeah, we're
did
fine.
You,
Thanks for asking.
did you want this? Did you want the golem to kill you? Was that what you wanted, or it was gonna do that?
Well, no, of course not. I mean, the most noble way to go is in the pursuit of science, of course. But I don't know, I just wanted to solve the mystery of the text I had found.
Do we just
You still can.
say?
Is the statue's head intact still, or was it blown off?
It was blown apart.
No, we can't stab its eyes again.
Doctor, listen to me. And I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, Doctor, this was just a freak incident. This might have no correlation to your research at all. You can still study these statues and you can uncover the mystery. I believe in you. I think that you can do this.
Tell me about what happened here. How did it happen? How did it emerge?
Well, we were just investigating the statues. And like I said, we were packing up, and I guess all of our investigative work, all of us, it was just so overwhelming for the field of statues that a giant stone golem rose out of the ground.
You did nothing to incite this?
No.
No.
I need a deception check from both of you then.
Oh, I should not have moved him. I mean, actually, I think I have it.
I don't even know why I'm lying.
Like, you don't know what you're lying about or why you're
No.
doing it.
I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know. I'm on autopilot right now.
Okay. Whew.
Okay, well, if you're right, then perhaps my song still has merit in this region here. Because if you had done nothing to incite this, then perhaps no gaze was pierced, and there still may be a cursed statue. This might have just been a one-off thing. He's sad.
Your research, maybe it goes beyond this statues too. Maybe there's other statues out there that might have similar energies.
In
Your
fact,
research, Inari sort of just like
based
points
on what
the.
Inari is saying, we may have a statue for you to a new statue for you to investigate.
A new one? Like these?
Yes.
We should not. Are we sure we want to? This is like an actually cursed statue. I'm pretty sure
I
this man
mean-
has not gone to medical school.
Yes, but he can be our guinea pig, and then if he dies somehow,
Oh
like,
God, no.
Remember when you were saying Helia's heroes like an hour ago?
yeah. I mean, like,
Let's not kill the man, but like, okay, Akila. He wasn't. She's whispering this, and he wasn't bright enough to figure out the very easy riddle for the statue we just killed. I think if we set him off on the other one, he'll be okay, because he'll never mess with that one in a way that'll actually affect him.
Counterpoint, I say in Gerudo. The statue is talking to a child. What if it starts talking to an adult who can maybe do more actions than a child? Be more
Yeah.
easily influenced in the pursuit of discovery.
we just need something to distract him. Some other task.
Does he know about the shrines? I'm trying to remember if we've had this discussion with.
Well, okay. Well, also, yeah, let's ask him while he's here. Let's say, oh, doctor, so the riddle also, talks about a shrine. Do you know what that's referring to?
I assume it was one of the many that are found throughout Hyrule. I haven't found one here, but I assume that's what it was for.
Okay. And, yeah.
If I could have just found one, then perhaps whatever the purpose of those shrines is, I would have contributed to. My research would have contributed to. I would have been a hero even.
I mean, have you thought about going out looking for more statues? Perhaps some of the ones that aren't immediately hidden. We've stumbled across one already, but we aren't as intelligent as you are, so we weren't able to decipher how to get
Another
inside.
cursed statue in this area?
No, it was on the Great Plateau, but there's to be others.
You've been to the Great Plateau?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were. Let's just we're not biting this bullet. We're gonna let it go.
Gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything we can do. Because I was like, again, I lied to him, but I don't know why. Like, I don't even know what he would have done if we said, like, yeah, we solved it. Like,
hey, we both passed those checks, so
I think he'd be more sad.
yeah. And you know what? I'm not gonna let the slate with the plateau be a thing, because like
we have a lot of things to do.
Fine.
This guy does not. Let's
take a nap and like eat and recoup.
Yeah, we can definitely take a short rest.
I have much to think about, but I did start preparing a meal if you all would like to join.
Sure. We will.
Okay. So yeah, You guys, with your horses in tow, follow him back up the road. We'll swap back to Lydian's map. By the way, if somebody wants to ever find cartography tools, I will give you guys a better map than this.
No, this is so
I
endearing.
almost don't want to. Yeah, like I almost don't want to find a better map because this is great.
Anyway, so back up the road. You guys were around here, and now you're back up the road to about here, where his cabin is. And before you even get there, it's dark, but the light from the fire, you can see it from all the way up the road. And as you get closer, the smell of some kind of meat cooking reaches your noses, and yeah, so you get there, you're able to tie up your horses. There's like a I don't know what they're called, but one of those like bar plate things that you could just like loop your horse onto. I should have studied more things to do with fantasy and animals.
It's the Hyrule bike
Yeah.
rack.
It's a bike rack for horses, effectively. That's a good way of putting it. But that's what it is. It's on the northeastern side of the cabin that he has, and on the opposite side is the fire. There's already a man sitting at the fire. Which man is it? Okay, yeah, that's who it is. There's a man already sitting there, but there's plenty of different like stumps and cut wood around, surrounding for seats for everybody. And there's a big cooking pot with a lid on top of it, a pot lid on top. What would you guys like to do while the meal finishes cooking?
But there's another just random guy there.
Yeah, you guys had seen him when you had originally passed Fort Hateno. He was kind of standing on the opposite side of the gates, just kind of like looking at the wall of Fort Hateno.
And Nari will sort of like just cough and be awkward about it, but just be like, hello, sir. What brings you here?
Oh, hi. I didn't realize we had company coming tonight. I'm Goril, and I'm just a lover of Fort Hateno more than anything.
A lover of Fort Hateno.
Yes.
What makes you love it so much? I don't mean that in a negative way, but I'm just
certainly just the history and the sheer respect I have for this venerable place that protected the Hylian people 100+ years ago.
Do you know more about the history of it?
Oh, well, I mean, of course, I don't think you'll ever find anybody more knowledgeable about Fort Hateno than I, but I would love to tell you more over dinner. And so the meal finishes cooking. I think it's going to be we're going to go with a meat and rice bowl. So meat and rice bowls for everybody with like a poultry meat, and rice and salt, and it's pretty good. It's really certainly not bad, but everybody gets one of those, and you sit around, and Dr. Khalip is there, kind of just like in his thoughts from the events that transpired moments prior. And Goril is there, and he's like, so yes, are you all here to worship and venerate the majesty that is Fort Hateno?
we like just said yeah, and now like we're obviously not going to, but like it's just like
Or pay your respects for such a magnificent feat of engineering, frankly. I mean, back during the calamity, the Guardians had spread from their origin at the castle, and all over the lands, and many had followed the fleeing Hylian people through the Dueling Peaks Canyon and across the ash swamp fields, which is why on the opposite side of this wall you find so many guardian corpses. But on this side, you don't find any. And that is because Fort Hateno. Fort Hateno is where the Hylian people of the Necluda region gave their last stand and fought valiantly to fend off all guardians, and miraculously, none passed Fort Hateno.
Hmm.
And that is
I
why the people on this side are very safe and secure.
What about Akala Citadel? I thought that was that was where the last stand was for Hyrule.
Well, there were many, of course. I mean, not everybody could flee to Necluda. I mean, I know that some people had gone to, what's the name of that canyon? I have it. 1 second. The Tanagar Canyon. You, Rito, would be familiar with the canyon, and Lydian, you would know that is the canyon that runs through, that divides the Tabantha frontier and Hyrule Ridge.
Yeah.
It's that deep, deep canyon that you would have crossed with Lo. So many fled to there. Others fled northeast to Akala Citadel. You are correct, very astute of you. Are you also a patron of the history surrounding the people fleeing the calamity?
What was that last sentence? Are you a patron of the
Just
people? All right. Yes, my sister actually is more of a historian. I might have like picked up some from osmosis, but I'm more interested in songwriting, specifically more ritual songs or traditional songs that have been picked up throughout the land, and kind of documenting Hyrule's history in song and poetry.
Do you know any of the mighty Fort Hateno?
I don't, but I mean, if you're willing to give me any sort of scripts, or like you have any sort of poetry or anything from the soldiers, I have one from one of the soldiers from Akala Citadel, but I have not collected one from Fort Hateno. I would love to get more information.
Well, that was the beauty of the battle that was fought here. None of the Hylians that fought here were soldiers, actually. They were all just people fleeing. I know many came from where? Give me a second. I don't know what ruins they would have come from. Not there. Most were travelers going between Hateno, Kakariko, just the general Necluda places. So there weren't really any. I mean, I think of the people that fled through this point, there may have been one from the village of the Dea village. Are you familiar with Dea village?
Dea? No, I haven't even heard that word.
Well, Dea is near here. I'm not quite such an expert in the affairs of the ruins and such, aside from Fort Hateno and other various places of last stands, as we've referred to it. But Dea is infamous for none surviving. However, I do know that one did survive Dea.
Wait, where in the region was this?
Dea is just past Dueling Peaks. If you are traveling west through Dueling Peaks, it would be south of you eventually.
Okay.
Is that a map that you have? I could potentially point it out.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And he points out to... yes, you have it here. The lake that you have right here.
Oh, Dea. So that was a village.
Yes, it was once a village. No more, certainly. I'm not much of an expert. I'm sure there are other people more that know it better than I, but I do know that one survivor passed through Fortitano.
Yeah, who was that survivor?
I don't know his name, I just know that there was one.
From Daya Village.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah,
Only one
that's,
survivor.
Why do you
This
keep
is
saying it
the
like
events
that?
of 100 years ago. How do you know all of this?
From stories passed on, many of the people that live in Hateno now are the descendants of those who survived the calamity by passing through Fort Hateno. Myself included, my ancestors also fled and survived.
That's very interesting. I will have to. I think we'll be passing by Daya Village on our travels eventually. When we have to make our way up to Akala Citadel, so I think we have to kind of hang a left and head north from there. But we'll definitely be passing by there, and I'll see if I can. Do you know who might know more along our travels? Anybody maybe in Kakariko or?
I mean, honestly, anybody that knows anything about most of the ruins that were Hylian settlements, I don't know anybody in particular. My knowledge really only comes from the elders that have spoken over the years from Hateno. I mean, pretty much everyone on this side of Dueling Peaks has other than the Sheikah, of course, have ancestors that survived by way of Fort Hateno.
Gotcha.
Any
Interesting.
Castletown survivors traveling through the fort during the last stand?
That would be nearly impossible. I imagine that any survivors from Castletown would have gone up to Akala Citadel. If that, I can't imagine that anybody would have survived Castletown. Any other questions about Fort Hateno? The construction of it, my efforts to restore it.
No. That's quite all
Your
right.
efforts to restore it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, masonry has been somewhat lost by the Hylian people, but
Who's Mason?
Masonry, he said.
Yeah, is that his first and last name?
Yeah, I think so.
How was he lost? Was he taken by a guardian?
entertaining jokes from a jester such as yourself.
I'm so confused.
But no, so masonry is kind of a lost art among Hylians in this region.
That must have been the
Unfortunately,
one survivor.
most masons resided in Castletown. How else would the magnificence that was Hyrule Castle exist? But I have taken it upon myself to be self-taught, and I'm making efforts to try to restore Fort Hateno to its former glory.
Why?
Because it's beautiful, and it's strong, and it's powerful, and it deserves to be venerated in such a way. Wouldn't you agree?
Do you not fear that by creating a strong, defensible point, a visible, defensible point, you will bring the wrath of Ganon down on you? Or perhaps guardian targeting algorithms?
Well, I would like you to know I made a wisdom saving throw to see if that broke this man's brain, and he succeeded. So you haven't destroyed this man. um, well, no, I mean it would be more so cosmetic, I believe. With you see the guardians that are on the other side that are lodged in the walls of Fort Hateno. They are deteriorating, and as such causing further damage to the wall. So I am more so trying to maintain it as it is, as it was, more so than create a strong fortress to protect the people of Hateno Village. I mean, we've been pretty safe for the past 110 years, something like to that measure. I don't know quite what you mean then.
No, forgive me. I did not understand the nature of your restoration. I apologize.
That is fair. That is fair. Where are all you from? I assume Rito Village, Gerudo Town.
While he was talking with Aquila, I'm sending a message to Lo on the sending stones,
You've
saying
already. Oh yeah, you haven't yet today.
that was yesterday.
Mhm.
And I say, do you know anything about a day of village between Kakariko and Plateau, or about a masonry?
You get back. I think. Are you there? Are you at Dea? I really, 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 really wanted to go there.
Okay, no.
I thought you'd get the first 25 words of the masonry Wikipedia page.
and then with my last 6. Did you just mean masonry? One word?
She still didn't define it for Lydian. I was like, okay, that's a weird error in like spelling or something, but or no, wait, is this a verbal thing or a physical like
Verbal.
writing? Verbal. All right. So I'm like, did you just mean masonry? What did you say?
Did you just mean masonry? With her last word?
No. All right. I
The
am no
sending
closer
stone,
to
you
understanding.
flip out the little slide keypad.
The LG Cosmos.
Yeah.
No, okay, that didn't help me, and I can't respond, so whatever.
But yes, where are you folk from? Like I said, I assume Rito Village, Gerudo Town. Pretty plain to see there.
Yes.
I've never had a proper home.
Oh, okay. Traveler.
Travel.
Very neat.
The stable on the other side of the wall.
Oh, Dueling Peaks. So your ancestors must have fled.
Damn.
Supposedly, yes. I've never really thought about it that hard.
Do you know anything of your ancestors? Who would it be? Your grandparents, great grandparents, who passed through the magnificent Fort Hateno to be saved?
How old is EB?
I on my mother's side, I'm not sure anyone has actually passed through it.
Okay. Originally from
On-
Hateno, interesting.
Yes, on my father's side, I believe he was from, or maybe his ancestors moved to Hateno. I'm not sure. I've never really asked about the calamity with my parents,
Interesting.
especially given my grandfather had lived during the time.
Well, it's certainly your Evie did not.
We keep doing this. I'm sorry. He was born right after it or something like that.
Yeah. But fascinating. You should ask this of your parents. See if they know before it's too late. You have to work to preserve the history.
What?
Well, before they forget and move pass on and such. We have to preserve our cultural history as Hylians.
Yes. We wouldn't want to forget about running away, would we? And then Akila's going to go up on top of the wall and look around for guardian parts.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation check. My guardian thing. What you do? 11? It seems that all the guardians within these walls have been more or less like looted because of their the fact that they are lodged in the walls as they are. It has led previous explorers to infer that they are Dunzo, and there's really not much there. With an 11, you find one ancient screw, unfortunately, and that is all.
Just gonna keep pretending like I'm finding stuff and not come back down.
Okay. Anyway, it was wonderful to meet you all. If you ever have more questions about the history of the Hylian people in the Includa region, you know who to find. I'm always here. I consider myself a curator of this museum.
This guy got more dramatic with
Sounds-
time.
He got excited talking about Fort Hateno.
I feel like every Hylian in our just scares her even more. Like this is just the weirdest of this race. Thank you, sir. We'll make sure to return if we have any further questions.
Yes. Come now, Khalip. And him and Khalip get up and go into the cabin. Good night, all.
Good
Good night. Thank
night.
you again for the food.
I had a banana over dinner, by the way.
Okay. You got one left now again?
Yep.
Oh yeah, we have to get some bananas in Hateno Town.
Well, we can, like, I assume there's no room in the cabin, so we should probably just like stake out outside and like maybe take watches. Is that
Yeah,
what we're doing?
probably a good idea.
Okay. Who's first?
And Ari will go first.
Okay. Akila, are you coming down and going to bed, or are you staying up?
I'm gonna stay up.
Okay. Inara, give me a perception check, please. Yeah, uneventful. Your companions fall. The two that are down here fall asleep. Akila has not come down. You can hear. Are you doing anything up there? You're pretending still, or are you?
No, now that he's gone, I'm done pretending.
Okay, so
But
you're just
I
chilling
am.
up there.
I was gonna mess around with the blue flame a little bit.
Okay. Whatever Akila does that might make noise, you would hear it, but beyond that, nothing else. That's all.
Okay.
Are you doing anything with the blue flame then?
Yeah, I just wanted to take it out of my bag. It's still lit.
Still it.
Oh, this is so cool. Has any of like the tinder like been disintegrated by it? Oh, this gets cooler and cooler with every question I ask. Okay. I lay out around the bottle with the cap off. Agent core, guardian screw, guardian gear, and guardian shaft. See if there's any reaction at all.
You had an ancient core. No other cores or anything.
No.
So what are you doing? You just have it there on the ground and you have the parts around it?
Yep, just seeing any basic reaction.
When the flame, when the fire is in close proximity to the core naturally has a yellow glow to it. But with the flame nearby, it glows and emits a brighter orange glow to it, but nothing else really happens with any other parts.
And then I'm going to take my thieves' tools tongs and start taking each piece, hold it in the flame, see if... I'm really curious. My first idea was I was going to see if it melted any of like the guardian pieces. If it was like a forging flame. But
So you're just
obviously
doing
seeing the...
one thing at a time?
Yep.
Yeah, each thing you let's say start with a screw or something like that. You hold the screw with your tongs over the fire. It doesn't heat up or anything. It passes through harmlessly, and nothing. The screw is unaffected by anything.
I surmise that it's going to do the same for the shaft and gear, so I take the core and I try that.
The core glows an even brighter orange, emits no heat of any kind. It's not cool to the touch either. It's as it would be normally, just as is, but it just glows an even brighter orange color.
Okay. I put away my stuff for now and set out my bedroll, and I'm gonna sleep up on top of the wall.
Who is taking the next watch after Anari then? Anari, you would have heard like some like items kind of hitting the stone up high above where you know Aquila is, and just maybe like a verbal like reaction to something, but that's all you would hear, garner with your perception check.
She's gonna leave Aquila to her devices for the night.
Who's next?
Go next.
Okay. Perception check, please. Very, very quiet night. No sound comes from the cabin or from around you guys. The fire, it's still burning, but it's low. It's much lower now. And you don't really hear anything else that goes on around. It's a pretty quiet night. Next.
I'll go next.
Okay. Perception check, please. So Lydian, while you go to take watch, the fire is even lower now. It's very dark. A couple like raindrops kind of hit your feathers, but no like storm breaks out or anything like that. It's just like a quick like passing over sprinkle. You also hear some kind of droning noise, like a soft buzz humming from the woods behind you.
From the woods behind me, can I try to like maybe perceive what it is, or would I have no clue at all?
So yeah, you get up and you could. Are you gonna go try and like look to see what it is? Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. As you approach, the buzzing gets louder, and at one point, a bee passes your field of vision.
Okay. I'm just gonna obviously stay as still as possible here, and then be like, "Oh, okay. Well, I got my answer. Back to the watch."
Yeah, you go back. Rest of the night is uneventful. Are you going to keep watch until? So, would the three of you have done 3 shifts instead of 4, like and just on longer shifts, or are you going to attribute a watch to Aquila?
Yeah, attribute a watch to Aquila, right?
Okay. Well, she's not down there with you.
I mean, I might have just let Aquila be because it seemed like she was kind of.
I mean,
I'll do a watch, but
we're
like,
past the impenetrable Fort Ateno right now, so like I don't think we're gonna get jumped.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So no watch for the last shift. Letting you go back to bed.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Sure enough, sun begins to rise. You hear the creak of the cabin door open, and a familiar Dr. Khalip with some notes in hand and a basket and a more solemn attitude. He closes it behind him with his foot, and he glances over at you guys, and then trudges off to the way that he goes.
I'm gonna stop him beforehand and just I meant to. I'm gonna say, Doctor, I meant to talk to you last night. I was thinking more about that riddle that you gave us, the one that's the crux of your research and all.
Right.
Did you want to like workshop that for like 3 minutes with me, really quick?
Workshop it how?
Well, I mean, let me pull up the script, and I'm pull like a crumpled piece of paper out of my pocket. What did this say? So, when a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gaze to pierce the seal from the shrine. So, dark light. What do you think that means?
An evil kind of light, I suppose. A cursed light.
Okay. Do you think that like, well, when is it usually dark?
I mean, at night.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, have you tried like via scientific method just trying to go at night?
Well, no, because The light is dark. Outside is not dark. I assume perhaps maybe a shadow or something like that. It would be much better to see during the day any kind of shadow. That's why I go
Right.
during the day.
But how do you know that there's not some otherworldly entity that's casting a dark light onto the world?
What kind of otherworldly entity would there be to do such a thing?
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just saying that's when it's dark out. It could be the absence of light, or it could be some magical darkness being cast.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, just wanted to plant that seed.
With that, he'll turn back around and head up the road.
All right.
That's
it.
Is anybody rising or arousing? A rising?
Is anyone aroused?
Arousing? Is that the? I don't know. Whatever. A rising? I don't know.
I think it's
Is anyone
arising.
rousing?
Rousing.
Is anyone
Arousing.
aroused? Is anyone aroused?
You broke my little skill check thing earlier with your freaking detect magic, so I don't want to hear it. If not, then the door opens again, and Goril will step out and head over and stand kind of under the archway of the passage through Fort Hateno.
Okay. I think we head back.
Yeah, like we definitely want to get going.
I agree.
And we'll do. Do we want to? Should we go around the long way and do travel shifts? I assume.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, let me reroll my 1d3 here. Cool.
Well, yeah, you only used it once, so.
No, I used it twice.
When?
I did it earlier that day. I used it on the statue and also.
Those were 2 separate days, weren't they?
Oh, were they?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
Well, now you have 3.
Yep.
You have 3 plus 3.
I don't like that wand.
Voldemort be like.
If you ever want to trade it out, Matt, I'll give you a +1 arcane focus instead.
I don't know,
Because
because
It's
Lord
really
Hannon. I was gonna say Lord Hannon might. You know, do you need to does Lord Hannon have magical items and stuff? Because
He didn't let me make any magical items for him.
oh, okay.
I can also get detect magic as a spell,
I mean, I have detect magic. I just didn't want to take it. I basically I outsourced it to Lydian.
I'm fine. I'm gonna keep
it.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for a stronger weapon. Period. And then I'll have the best of both worlds.
So, untying the horse is heading back. Are we doing rolls for traveling?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's
I'll
doing
probably
what?
do. I'll do the luck roll, as per usual.
Gatherer.
I will navigate.
I'll scout.
So survival.
So, as you guys get back on the road, going back the exact way you came, we'll do more Hannon scouting. Yeah, are you guys going the long way? You said?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, Lord Hannon, you are taking care to be vigilant as best as you can through the journey, and you guys had been this way a couple times, and you're just keeping track of the things that you've seen and everything. Nothing really happens with that. Gathering, goddamn, and survival for navigator. Yeah, you're able to very easily. I mean, it was even easier this time around because you knew where you were going. You passed this way twice already now, so this is your third time going. You're definitely able to successfully lead everybody, and I'd say, I think, yeah, no, you're good. So then Aquila, I'm going to need. Let's see. You rolled a 21. Can you roll 5d12 for me?
Ooh,
Cool.
Damn.
it's a max of 60.
Nice.
So
Nice. Okay. So, as you guys go, Aquila, you find various things along the way that you guys had missed on your last trek because of the rush you were in. You find a pair of actually that'll be later on. You find a single hardy radish off the side of the road, and eventually later on a crane, like a red-winged crane, is standing kind of in the middle of the road, like eating something, and you notice it before you guys approach. So if anybody would like to do anything to get it, harvest meat from it, etc., you're more than welcome to make an attack roll. As Aquila points this out to you guys up ahead. Is anybody gonna go for the crane?
Inari could spear it. Unless Lydia, unless you
no,
had a
I
better
just have
plan.
I have a moblin spear, but you can go for it absolutely, because I think your spear is better.
Yeah, give me an attack roll. Unfortunately, you kind of realize in hindsight that a ranged attack might have been better, because this is a bird. It hears you coming, it sees you coming, and before you even get remotely close, it takes off. But then
with every crit comes a critical fail.
I feel like that happened twice with the frogs, and now once with the crane.
I'm just gonna stop doing that. So if you want to like just kill everything, that's because Inari's a little weak.
Mm-hmm. As you continue along, Inari, you notice a wagon, like the ruins of a wagon on the side of the road, actually.
Oh.
And you could take a moment to hop off and look around it. And doing so, you would find a small, like, frayed satchel. Like it's worn, it's been there the whole time. It's kind of like lodged half in the dirt, half under the wagon. It contains 2 flint.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually you guys, as you continue on, make it back to the woods just outside of Hateno Village, where you see a deer grazing in the distance, very calmly, peacefully. It hasn't noticed you yet.
Okay. I am going to take my moblin spear that I picked up and go ahead and toss it.
Okay. I didn't build it in for you. Just use whatever you had put in for it. Make an attack roll. Yeah. So,
sick.
Seeing Aquila notices this deer, points it out to the rest of the crew. Lydian, you're like, wait, I have a spear perfect for this situation. Take it off your back, and never having thrown a spear before in your life, I believe, fling it into the distance, and gracefully, it instantly hits and fells the deer.
Gracefully pierces its neck and dies.
And there is a deer carcass now that you guys may take with you.
Great. I'm going to clean off my spear and store it back in tow.
And so while you're getting this deer carcass together, Aquila, you also notice hidden behind a couple trees, there's a small little cache of silent shrooms, and you're able to harvest 2 silent shrooms. So everybody got all that stuff that you found? Cool.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, so you make it to the woods. You guys have traveled this path enough that I'm not gonna like penalize you for any time. So it's like the end of the day by the time you get back here.
Okay. Does anybody have any qualms with lighting the torches?
Absolutely not.
We will definitely provoke a reaction from the townsfolk.
I mean, maybe we wait until after we get the slate.
After we get the slate and then we do
Why
that?
do we want to light the torches?
Just to see what would happen. There's these torch
Yes.
posts and the blue flame that doesn't go out, so kind of put two and two together.
It could have interesting implications.
Like
I
I
mean-
said, we can certainly make sure that someone who can definitely not be any of us, perhaps a Goron.
True. Yeah, okay.
Just preliminarily looking into what this blue flame is, it's some sort of power source, as best as I can tell. We will be turning something on. It's Sheikah technology, and I am all for turning on Sheikah technology, but usually understanding the risk that it might shoot me in the face.
Okay. Well, let's think about this I guess in its origin. Why would these lanterns have been here in the first place? Like if Sheikah had built them, why?
If it's a power source,
It could be anything from, as Inari said, a power source ley line to, as far as I can tell, the flame does not go out, so it's a continuous source of light, a street lamp.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't think it's worthwhile to take that risk and light everything, I would be curious enough, but I obviously, will what's the word? Resign to you guys or resign to your opinions. And
I
we'll just
mean,
peacefully make our way out of town.
If we
I'm
want to do it,
intrigued
we should
as-
be disguised, at least.
I'm intrigued as well, but I also know next to nothing about Sheikah history or Sheikah technology. So I'm more
let's,
inclined to listen to the one person in the group who somewhat
Correct.
knows about it.
I would say that why don't the three of us hide, and Lorhannon disguised, if Lorhannon's willing to, can light them once everybody in the town has gone to bed, and
I
just
can
kind of
also disguise and
yeah,
at least work alongside him.
perfect. So me and Inari can, just kind of, and if any sort of mob runs out or anybody is upset, we can just jump in and help you guys.
So you're putting your horses back in the stable?
Yes, we are definitely doing that first.
Oh, welcome. I was just about to head out for the night. That'll be 5 rupees per horse.
Yes, definitely. Completely understand.
We should also collect our reward.
Oh yeah,
We desperately need that money.
let's do that. Let's quick get to the mayor's office, collect that, and then do that.
The winery.
The sun is like setting now, guys. It's like the end of the day because you had the whole day you spent traveling.
We do
Yeah.
have to still go and talk to Kura. So, maybe let's not
Okay, yeah. Let's wait until we get the
Yeah.
Sheikah first.
tonight.
Wait, what did you say, Ben?
Let's maybe not do all of our plans tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's wait until we've done everything we need to do before we set any possible goodwill we have with the town on fire.
Can we head up to the research lab and see if she'll provide any lodging? Maybe.
Yeah, you can head
Don't
up.
see why not.
Yeah, so let me move you back to the Hateno map. So yeah, you board your horses around here, and then start making your way up the hill to the research lab. 1 second though. Where is the... One moment, please. Shit. Wait, I think I know who it is. Okay. Yeah, I do. Okay. So yeah, you guys board your horses. Somebody to do, like, knock off 20 rupees for the horses.
I think we all knocked off 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. And you start winding your way through the streets. People closing up shop, heading in for the night. Various places the streets get more and more quiet and dark as the night sets in. You guys make your way up, and you pass by Hateno pasture. Lights are still on there, and as you go up higher, around the same point where you had met that woman from Lorlin, you now see a man sitting, watching over the village. He turns, he greets you, he says, "Ah, good evening to y'all. Brings you up this here hill in Hateno."
Hi, we're going to just check in at the tech lab. We have business with the lady who runs it.
Oh, you're the ones that my wife spoke to the other day, aren't you?
Yes, we met your wife. She's very nice.
Ah, yeah, she is. She's the best. Wish I could spend more time with her, but windmills need watching.
I mean, like, did you guys ever think about maybe getting a third party so you guys could at least spend a little bit of time together?
Not really, no. Nobody really wants to handle the important jobs, you know? Windmill watching.
Okay.
Guys, I swear to you, there are 2 people. These are real people in Hateno that do this, that watch windmills, and they trade off. The man watches at night, the woman watches during the day. They're married, and they complain that they don't spend enough time together. I am literally just playing these people because it's so fascinating to me that they exist.
Okay, then let's just fucking
It is
fast forward here.
fascinating to me that they exist. I don't know why, but I had to put them in because how wild is that?
I appreciate the clarification. It doesn't make any sense, but
I
feel like they bring the problem upon themselves.
It's
But
so
you know what? We're gonna
weird that it is that way, and that is how it is in the game, that I had to put it in my game.
we're gonna just get through this. Yeah, we're just gonna finish up the conversation with him and be like, "Yep, we're on our way. Thank you so much. Hope you find
a good evening.
Hope you find a better solution for your marriage."
Every day, I think I'm the smartest Tillian there is in this kingdom. Every day, I think that's very conceited of myself. And then I meet people.
I think you are, honestly, at this point.
I'm going to be honest. I knew I wasn't the greatest academic out there. I knew I had some street smarts to learn. I did not think the rest of everything would be like this. So I'm going to agree with you there, Akila.
Sure enough, you guys make your way up to the tech lab. The furnace outside is glowing from the illuminated from the blue flame that sits atop the a similar fixture that you guys had seen at that source of flame where Akila, you had taken the lit the tinder from, and it sits there attached to the building, same as before, and the door is shut.
We could always start from here as well if we ever wanted to do the lighting tonight.
True.
I mean, in the future, maybe we do start from here.
Although, if we did get caught, the tech lab would definitely be associated with us.
I mean, if we start from the bottom and end at the tech lab, that might also be...
It's true. There really is no... Weird how that occurs. Weird how everything is always the tech lab's fault in this town.
We might need to be especially stealthy.
Knock on the door.
Okay. Moment passes, and the man who you guys were led to believe the other day was the director of this lab opens the door and he says, "Oh, yes, hi. Can I help you all?"
Hi, we're very tired.
Oh,
Um,
end of the night.
I'm sorry. No, sorry. We were hoping that was there any sort of opportunity in the tech lab for some lodging? We wanted to check in with Pora. We just traveled back. We were traveling outside of town, and we just came back around sunset here. We wanted to check in with the status of our artifact, and we were hoping to lodge here for the night. If is that all right?
I mean, we don't really have room for lodging. You're welcome to set up a camp outside, but yeah, here he opens the door all the way, and you see a lab in disarray. Certainly. Pora is awake, and she is hunched over like a workbench. There are papers strewn about. There's miscellaneous pieces of Sheikah whatever just scattered about, like similar to stuff you've seen Aquila from Guardian parts, but not quite Guardian pieces necessarily. Just like bits of technology maybe crafted in the hopes of restoring the Sheikah slate. And as you guys walk in, what now? Who's there? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I literally have not slept in like days. What? Why are you guys? You want it now already?
Hi.
No, we were.
The man Simon's like, Pora, like, maybe take it down. And she's like, sorry, I'm just, guys, I'm very cranky. My bad. How are you?
We're fine. We just we were out and about for a little bit. We wanted to see how you were doing. If you needed anything from us, like how's
And
progress?
we're not in any rush,
No.
Director Pora, as well.
Yeah.
You don't feel free to sleep at night.
I'm doing this to myself. I'm very frustrated because as the main person throughout the past 100+ years who has dealt with the Sheikah slate, I can't get it to turn back on, and I'm so frustrated because I definitely need that tool, and I'm like, you know what, Pora, you're smart. You're like 130 something years old. You can totally do this. You can totally bring it back without the help of that tool. And I'm trying everything, and I'm delving into every ounce of research I've ever done, and nothing is working. And I'm very frustrated because how ridiculous is it? Why would they make it that you need something specific to turn this back on? Shouldn't there be there's probably a ton of these scattered throughout Hyrule that nobody knows about, and would they all need that stupid tool to turn on?
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. It's that's big Sheikah talking. They want you to get their specific tool and shell out extra for it. It's a big thing. I don't know.
I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. And I want to understand, and I'm trying to understand, but I'm so tired. She starts to cry.
Aww.
Okay.
Lady Pora, I mean, we could just get the tool for you. I mean, it's ridiculous that we would need it, but anything to help you. I mean,
If you have the tool, you really don't need me. You can just I'm sure Aquila, you could do it yourself. You like this stuff too. I mean, you could totally do it yourself. It's just that I figured I could do it without, and I am disheartened more than anything. You get the sense that this is a extremely hormonal teenage girl that has not slept.
Director Pura, we've been looking at the lampposts and the blue flame. Aquila seems to think that that's a power source of some kind. Would that help?
It would work as a power source, but there's nothing hooked up to it. The Hylian people down in Hateno, they don't like the Sheikah stuff that's around here, so nothing would happen.
Wait, you said it could be a power source, but where would we be able to access that if all of them were lit?
Well, it's not if all of them were lit. Any single one acts as a power source. It just holds the power, and then you can hook up tech to it, and it's working now. yay, that's how my whole lab is functioning. But like, I don't know, they don't have anything down there that would be powered by it, so it would do nothing more than just illuminate the area around the post. Also, it'd probably put them in a freaking frenzy.
Which we wouldn't want to
Yeah.
put you in an awkward position with the, shall we say, superstitious townsfolk.
Yeah, it took them forever to like cope with the fact that like I aged myself down and stuff. That was interesting. They thought I had a daughter. Yeah, no, it wouldn't do much. You're welcome to do it if you want. I don't mind dealing with the consequences. I'll take them all.
No,
I
it's
have no
okay. I
doubt
don't
that you'd
think-
be able to, but
If we
maybe-
ever, that's a good note though. If we ever need any sort of power source away from the tech lab, we'll be sure to use that blue flame. But we don't want to make any sort of, we don't want to get a rise out of people if there's no need.
Okay. Anything else? Are you just gonna collect the Sheikah slate and move on to try and find that tool? Because, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna make any more progress with it.
I think you've helped us greatly, Director. We now know that we have to go get that tool. Until now, we were just sort of holding this rectangle and walking from village to village.
I mean, once you can get it going, the potential of it is insane. I don't know the full effects of what it's capable of, but like I think I had mentioned to you guys before, teleportation is not out of the question. How useful? Are you kidding? Like,
yeah, wow.
Like, come on.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, then yeah. In that case, we'll collect it. Will we need to come back here for you to officially turn it on, or do you think Akila could take care of that as well?
I'm sure she could take care of it. I'm not going to do anything different that it's pretty self-explanatory when you see what the tool is. But because I figured it out so fast. I'm sure even Robbie could have figured it out. Honestly.
So, where is this tool in particular?
Either he has it or he knows where it is because he was the last one with it.
I see.
Because he likes to, I think I had mentioned this. He likes to experiment with like guardians and stuff like that, and he's been using it to do things. At least that's what last I spoke to him, like 100+ years ago. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, we can certainly go travel to him and try to figure this out.
Yeah, he's up and I think I showed you already. You guys got it. You totally got it. I need to rest. I need to rest. And
don't stress yourself out about it. We will take it off your hands. Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah.
Please go sleep.
Simon, can you get like some sweets or something for tomorrow? Like I definitely need something sweet. This is too much.
You should also probably know that, like, we cleared the beach area of monsters, and they're looking to create a real estate zone on your mountain now.
Oh, well, they're probably not going to do my mountain anymore now that the beach is clear. The person that wants my mountain is, where's her name? Koyan. Down in the pasture.
That lovely woman. We had such wonderful conversation with her.
What if we kidnap
Well,
her?
that certainly solves that technological mystery.
What mystery?
She was upset that we had cleared out the beach, and it's no doubt because we ruined her claim to the mountain.
Maybe. She has no claim. This is my land.
Yeah, she definitely has no claim.
It's like totally mine. I called dibs like 100 years ago, so...
Yeah, you did. And she's insufferable, so...
Her dad wasn't even alive. Like, literally. They're so young. Literally.
Definitely. Well, we can send you a letter when we fix the slate, or rather when Akila fixes the slate.
Oh yeah,
That way you
totally. Let me
know.
know. And if you once you get it working, if you ever want to bring it back, I can totally like I some of my research since I haven't had it back after the following the calamity, I think I know ways to make some of the abilities it has even better. So, if you want to bring it back after you get it working, I can totally help you.
That would be
Great.
very kind of you, Director. Thank
That's
you.
great news.
Pleasure is mine. I love this little thing.
Well, we'll be sure to bring it back, hopefully in working condition.
Or not at all.
Or not at all.
I'm like slowly inching towards the door.
Yeah. So, if you need anything else, I'm always here. I don't go anywhere. We have a deal. I stay here. So, thanks.
Thank
No
you again,
problem. Thank
Director.
you.
Simon starts to usher you guys out. Okay, let's leave the director in peace now.
We'll do.
But like I said, you're all welcome to camp out here tonight if you'd like.
Sure, let's do so.
With that, he closes the door behind him, and there's a winding staircase that goes up the exterior of the building. This building is very tall, towering, kind of leaning too. He starts up those stairs.
Interesting. So we'll have to go to the Citadel. Might be a bit of a travel. Hopefully
Or
we can get
the
this safe.
Northern Tech Lab, not the Citadel.
Well, yes, but we'll have to pretty much go past that in order to get there,
Yeah,
I believe.
because the tool is in the Citadel, though. So
Oh, I thought it was with
It
Robbie.
might
no,
It might
she
be.
said I think he left it at the Citadel, right? That's what she told us.
She's not sure if it's there
yeah.
or if he has it.
Yeah, it might be. So like we'll go to the tech lab, talk to Robbie. Not there, then we'll have to go into the Citadel.
Okay.
But could really do with that teleportation feature right about now.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, well, let's just get our rest in, and we'll try to get our bearings and get a move on tomorrow.
All right.
In the
we'll
short
see.
term, the Blue Flame provides some new opportunities for studying for me. I might be able to get some more powerful spells soon, with a little more theory crafting.
Is
That's great.
that what you were doing last night?
That was just a cursory investigation, but now that she's confirmed my theories, I might be able to integrate this into my battery design.
Battery. Interesting. Would you make more ballistas? What are you thinking of doing?
More powerful spells.
Ah, yes, of course, you did just say that.
Okay, we can't hear.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'd say easy enough. You get a camp set up. You guys are getting better at this every time. And for the sake of expediency, everybody just give me a perception check, and I'll just let you know what happens on each of your watches to not take much longer because we've
Yeah,
experienced several nights here.
I mean, we're in Hateno right now, so like, I don't think
Mhm.
we would have been.
Oh, one of us
No.
will probably get to see the changing of the windmill guard.
Ooh, true.
My last banana.
That's very interesting. So yeah,
Oh,
sure
Interesting.
enough, calm night. It does begin to rain a bit, similar to what Lydia and you felt last night. But it's a light sprinkle, and anybody who let's see. Yeah, Inari, Lorhanan, you would definitely notice that though the flame of the tech lab is somewhat exposed, it does not extinguish with the fall of the rain. What's that?
I was gonna ask exactly that.
It's not extinguished with the falling rain at all. And yeah, so that it's a pretty standard night. Who's up in the morning to see the changing of the guard as it was affectionately referred to.
I don't know.
I
I
feel
guess
I'll be
Yeah,
up.
I wasn't sure if anyone had a
I was
desire.
gonna roll a d4 and see, but Akila, you're the last watch.
Sure.
Is that what you said? Yeah. Sure enough, at the crack of dawn, a young woman comes bolting out of the house that is right. Let's see. The very, very little house that is right here. And makes her way running up the hill, gets to the top where the man is. The two exchange a long embrace, and then immediately she sits down and he starts making his way down the hill.
Aw,
But yeah,
cute.
that's the night. It's the morning now. What do you guys want to do?
We gotta get that money.
we gotta get that shmoney. All right,
Yeah, like
let's go
real
ahead.
quick.
I don't really see any other reason besides to head to the mayor's office or
Yeah.
the chief's office.
I think we collect our reward and get
Hit
at.
the road.
I forgot to play the tech lab music. Whatever. Yeah. So you guys head down. Going straight to the chief's office.
Yeah.
Yeah. You walk in. Front desk. Or the desk in the center of the room, as I had described before, sits Chief Reed. To the left of you guys, as you walk in, because the door's open, is a woman sitting at that desk, writing stuff down. So, you guys walk in, and he says, "Ah, good to see you all again."
Hi, Reed. How's it going?
Wonderful. How are you guys? This drizzly morning.
Oh, wet. Rain joking. Oh yeah. Anyway, money.
Money, please.
Oh,
Money.
Yes, certainly. Senny, would you please, you had gotten that together for them. The woman says, yes, I did. Gets up, goes over to one of the open shelves, pulls a, basket from it, and, takes a pouch, puts it back, brings it over to you guys. This is all 500. We appreciate your efforts here in Hateno Village. We hope you come back again soon.
Of course.
Hands you.
Can we check? Sure.
Yeah, you look in the bag. There are 10 purple rupees within.
It's not easily divisible. Who has the least money? Akila. You can. I would say that we would probably.
Wait.
What?
I don't think it's me anymore.
Wait, really?
I have 16. I have 16.
Wait, what happened?
I spent all my money on some of the food stuff, and then also a couple in-stays.
Okay, well, we can do Lord Hannon, how much money do you have?
And 33.
Okay. And Akila, what about you?
37.
37. Okay. So I would say we each get 2 purple rupees, and then the 33 and the 16 both get an extra one, right? Does that math check out?
2 purple.
So you guys, yes. Wait, it doesn't?
No, you're right. It does.
Yeah. So between 10 of them, it's 2 Akila, 2 Lydian, 3 Lorhanan, and 3 Inari.
Okay.
And what is 1 purple rupee? 50?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I add 100 rupees then.
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, my assistant is right. Please come back and visit any time. You're more than welcome to. We'd love to have you.
Yes, we will. we're gonna go now.
Have a great day.
You, I don't. Okay.
Yeah. You guys are able to leave. Are you going straight to collect your horses, or are you gonna finish up any business here in Hateno? Stores, anything?
We should probably say goodbye to Tebow.
Yeah.
True. Yes. And let's.
Well, what are we
Then-
going to tell?
We have other business outside of town.
We have like
More
another
cases to
our
solve.
invest. Yeah.
But that he
Oh.
should do his best to solve as many cases as he can here.
I like that. What if he
Yeah.
asks us about, his case with the statue?
Oh.
I mean, it's a cold case right now. I'm not sure. I mean, I didn't detect anything with my detect magic, and I'm not sure if Inari detected anything with her innate senses.
I mean, it had fiendish energy, but that's like all I could detect.
But there was no action on it, and we really can't tell him to more than stay away. We can't sit here and babysit him.
Right. We could give him a new. Wait, what about is there a goddess statue in town? Maybe we can tell him to talk to that statue instead.
Actually, when you guys are walking out of Chief Reed's office, there is a goddess statue just to the left of you, like just to the right of the door.
Mhm.
It's a small goddess statue. It's pretty clean though. It seems like it's well maintained as part of the history of Hateno.
Okay, so why don't
Oh.
we just kind of divert his energy, in talking to statues to that one?
He's a child. The other statue talked to him and was his friend. We can certainly try, but I don't see it having much effort or much fruit.
We'll give
Yeah.
it a go.
Yeah. Sure enough, as you guys go to look for Tebow, he comes splashing up through the puddles of the street in the rain, and he says, "Friends!"
Well, let's traumatize this child. We got 99% of them. Let's get this last one in this town.
Oh, it's fine. Lord Hannon, can you take this one?
Or Hannah, you're good at scaring kids.
You're good with children.
No, it's like T-Bow's Lorhannon's bestie. So
That's what I mean. He was the first bond.
No, I know.
Mhm.
Hi, Tito.
Hi.
Are you enjoying the rain?
I am. Guess what?
What?
Watch this. So he stands there. He splashes in the mud puddle, absolutely soiling his pants with mud, right? And then he looks down, and then the mud disappears, and it's clean.
Oh,
Okay.
Look what I can do, Mr. Detective Lorhannon. Or Callus. You told me your name was Callus, right? Mr. Detective
did.
Callus.
Lydian, use your wand.
All right, I'm gonna use my wand.
Yeah, where his pants were just dirty, a faint orangey glow lingers
oh,
as the School of Transmutation.
Transmutation, yeah, was orange on the statue as well.
Was that
yeah.
mending?
Do we have any way of knowing what spell that was?
You only know the school from Detect Magic.
I suddenly feel
Tebow,
comfortable.
when did you start being able to do that?
Well, this morning I was running out to find you guys, and then I fell in a big puddle, and I got mud all over me, and I was really sad about it, and I was like, man, I wish I didn't get all this mud on me. And then I looked down, and the mud was gone.
Okay, so I think it granted him a wish or something, and he wished for that.
I think Tebow has innate magical talents.
Maybe.
Tebow, has your parents or grandparents ever been able to do some sort of trick like this?
I don't think so.
Have you shown them this trick?
No, I just did it today.
I think he made a dark pact or something.
Warlock.
So it was a warlock, yeah, exactly.
Tebow,
Yeah?
did you go back to that statue in the last couple of days?
No, No, I haven't been back to the statue.
Hasn't talked to you at all?
No.
Ibo, I think you might have a gift for magic.
Really?
I think so.
That's so cool.
At the very least, he should talk to his parents or speak to someone who could help this. Having a sorcerer in town would be extremely helpful for the people here.
They are
But
rather
also,
suspicious, though, of anything that's
right, but
different.
unguided, the magical talents in a junior detective such as him.
Maybe
Perhaps
we
you should talk
should.
to Pura?
Do we have any indication that Para would be able to do anything for him? She's more of a scientist than a sorcerer.
I agree, but is there anyone who has more experience with magic in this town?
I mean, I wouldn't.
I guess not.
Uh,
I can't
I
think
just-
of anybody. Unless, Jenna, did we encounter anybody who had magical abilities of any kind? No. Okay.
I mean, other than Pura, who has similar abilities as Aquila to with technology and magic.
Yeah.
And Ari just kind of looks at Aquila and Gerda goes, I just worry for the boy's future. Maybe if we do talk to Para, she could sort of. Maybe protect him isn't the right word, but she has some influence.
I mean,
It's like,
right now
what other
it's some
options?
sort of unsoiling spell.
Maybe it's
What
like
i-
it's
and
like
it's
cleaning. I think there's some cleaning spell. I don't know what it is.
right, and it seems like it's based on his whims.
Yes.
Now, as we all know, children are not at all creatures of whims. And I'm sure any sort of fight in the future won't accidentally result in the manifestation of some powerful, dangerous trick.
No, I agree with you. I didn't discover any of my abilities until I was put out on the Great Plateau, but maybe I don't really know what we do for the child, but I feel bad leaving him here, especially if we know what we know.
Perhaps we should have first
Without-
talked to his parents and then talk to Pora.
Maybe.
This is too dangerous to leave this situation on its own.
In the
Right
meanwhile
now
that
it's
you guys
cleaning.
have been discussing this as adults, he's been like splashing around, and then like making his pants dirty and then making them undirty.
It's cleaning pants now, fireballs in a few days.
All right. Well, let's let's make a quick stop then in his dad's place then, right around the corner. Or actually, no, his dad's out at the front gate, right?
Yeah, my dad, he works the gate.
Yeah.
I mean-
Okay. So let's should we take Tebow with us or?
Well, he might be able to demonstrate.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take him with it and like go talk to his dad.
Yeah, so you guys go over to the front gate, where Thad is standing guard with his pitchfork. He's facing away from you guys, so he doesn't really see you approach. But his wide, like, farmer's brimmed hat kind of shields him from the rain a little bit, though, as you guys walk and approach.
We'll just say, "Excuse me, Thad."
Oh, hey, yeah. How you guys doing? How y'all been?
Hi. Yeah, we've been fine. We're just on our way out of Hateno, and we came to say goodbye to Tebow here, and he was demonstrating some interesting talent that he had. Has he shown
Did
you
do it
yet?
again? I'm so sorry. Did he hurt any of you?
No, he didn't. He didn't hurt
excuse
us.
me?
Wait, what are you implying?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I mean, we already know.
Listen, we need we saw him clean his own. Like, we know that there's some sort of other factor at hand here. We want to try to help out, and we are an experienced adventuring bunch. We would appreciate transparency with like anything about this, just because we can help try to put this to an end if it's irking you.
You can get rid of it.
We can
Oh,
try to look into it. I can't promise anything.
Okay. I mean, maybe we should. To Mana, can you watch? I'll be back in a moment. I'm gonna go take my lunch right now. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. The woman on the other side with another pitchfork and a similar brimmed hat kind of goes to take like the middle of this old stone and wood archway, and Thad leads you guys round the corner back into his house where you were before. Shuts the door. You guys are finally out of the rain, and he says, "So, did he do the same thing that he had shown me a while ago?"
What was that for you?
When that blast
oh,
came from him.
No,
fuck.
No,
Was it
No.
fiery or something else?
It wasn't fire. It didn't set anything ablaze, but
Eldritch.
I immediately just start looking over at
Um.
Lorhannon.
Lorhannon. Oh no!
I told him he can't do that anymore. If he did it again, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna say in Sheikah to Lorhannon, you didn't, did you?
I didn't do anything. This is news to me as much as it is to you.
Okay, I'll nod and go back to the rest of the conversation.
He only. Oh, sorry, Hugo.
No, go ahead.
Okay. He simply demonstrated that he could clean his pants after they got muddy in the rain puddles.
What?
I don't know what spell or incantation he'd be using to do that, but
I mean,
We
I
just-
don't
I mean-
know anything about magic.
it's
I mean,
better
we just
than.
we knew it was magical. That that's it. We have We have an ability to detect magic. Is anybody around here, an adept with the arcane or like any sort of magical efforts, or is there anybody who he could seek for guidance to try to hone this of some kind?
I don't know. I've never. I'm a farmer. I've never had to deal with any of this. And maybe the crazy girl up at the tech lab. I don't know. I don't want him to hurt any of the other kids.
Right.
That was our concern as well. However, it's clear he's talented with magic, and as well as you saw with doing harm with that blast, it's clear he could do some good as well with his magical cleansing ability.
And yeah, maybe. I just don't want him doing it anymore.
Well,
It
regardless of whatever next step it is, curing or cleansing or strengthening, you'd have to talk with someone who has more understanding of magic.
Okay.
We aren't staying here. We can't stop to be teachers. We have a higher calling right now.
So,
Alright.
should we talk to Pura, or should we send Thad and Tebow off to Pura to talk to her by themselves and see if, like, on our behalf?
Given how... Well, first of all, I think we should wait 12 hours. And then I think we should go and knock on the tech lab door after she's
sure.
gotten a full 24 hours of sleep. And then, given how flighty she is, perhaps we should make an introduction.
Okay. Yeah, let's just think so.
If you disagree, I'm
I
sure
don't
they'll
really
find
want to
their
go
way.
talk to that witch up there. Maybe we'll figure out something here. Even if I gotta learn new stuff to learn him something about it.
Oh.
I understand that you're frightened. Things that are unfamiliar to us make us feel scared sometimes. And I'm sure seeing your flesh and blood wield terrifying unknown powers is frightening as well. But
he's all I got. I mean, I wish he never spoke to that damned statue.
we do have some concern about the source of his powers. You don't have anyone in your family line, no history, no inkling of talents such as this.
If I did, I wouldn't be a farmer. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, with Tebo's abilities, perhaps he won't have to be anymore, if grown. But that,
Yes.
again, that is entirely up to you and him.
Well, I appreciate all your help here. I think from now this is going to be a familial, a family thing. Figure it out, and I'll write to you if I have if I seek any help from you guys. Okay? How about that?
Of course.
Just promise us you won't go too hard on him. Obviously, he can't control it, and we wouldn't want any sort of, like, magical frustrations as he's growing to kind of wreak any sort of havoc. Just try to nurture it as best you can. Be as patient as you can.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I appreciate. I think it's best if you folk leave now. I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. But I think my son and I have stuff to talk about.
No, of course, we were heading out, but we'll keep an eye out for your letters and help in any way we can.
Yes, and we'll write back to just check in every once in a while.
Well, appreciate it. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
So,
Lets you out the door. Shuts it behind you guys.
Okay, and then we round up and head out, I guess.
Gather the horses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we need to pay any more money?
And paid for
Oh, thank goodness.
already.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need anything else, I'm here.
Yep.
Shoveling hay from one pile to another. That's what he's doing. But yeah, you guys are heading out of Hateno now.
Yes.
Well, in that case, that is where we will pick up next time. With the next steps of your adventure, the next legs, I suppose. But yeah, I couldn't let you guys leave without knowing that I made Tebow a warlock.
Oh shit! That's so bad.
Oh man, this is
It's like
not good.
it's like a 5-year-old with warlock powers.
He has the best cantrip in the game right now, and he gets bullied all the time.
It's...
Yeah.
Oh no.
He has 2 spells too.
Most villagers have 1 HP, by the way. At least in Strahd they did.
There may be dead children when you come back to Hateno.
Oh.
I don't know, maybe.
The one kid who asks for weapons is trying to defend against Tebow.
Oh man. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream now. Ouch, my voice.
Bye, Twitch.